This individual who makes this utterance is so, or one of our best fighting force. Of course, we love all our forces. We love all our troops. Everyone who is doing this sacrifice, making this sacrifice, is special to us. You must always know wherever you are serving in Biafra that you are among our most precious resource. We cannot do without you, and we appreciate your service. Biafrans all over the world hold you in a very high esteem. But in return, we ask you to try to develop a little bit professional ethics in your profession so that you will live up to today's standard, acceptable all over the world, at least the basics. We have seen some social media issues going up from one of our best commanders, Commander Gentle. Very unfortunate. He has been misinformed and misled by those people who are agents of division. When you pay attention to what he says all the time, you will know exactly where he's coming from. But we are here today to address his problems. His problem is coming from pay-related issues, finances. We take the finances of our military members very, very seriously. We understand that one of the issues that hampers motivation in military life is finance. And this government, under the leadership of our PM, Mazi Simon Eba, and now under the leadership of his surrogate, Dr. Ngozi Orobuese, this government takes the pay and the finances of our military men and women very seriously. So when issues that has to do with their stipend, because this is voluntary, though we have made commitment that we are going to place them on salaries, that is still in progress. We have not concluded all the paperwork required to effect that and make it to go into effect. But very soon, all that will happen. At this point, we have reasons to believe that this individual has failed to go through his chain of command. In military, chain of command is taken seriously. Failure to do so will result into UCMJ action, Uniform Code of Military Justice. But unfortunately, some of these individuals have not been attending to our trainings, especially Gentle Yahoo, a general, a soldier who has done so much for Biafra and Biafrans in general. This individual has defended our life with everything in him. And it's very unfortunate that there is a little miscommunication here and there, that he is being misled. And we have every reason to believe that after today, this individual, this trusted and loved soldier, will become even the best in Biafra land. We expect him to listen to this broadcast today and learn those things that he has not been told. This government, since after hearing his first broadcast last week, this government has swung into action to try to investigate, because we understand the importance of his broadcast, because this government listens, pays attention to her citizens, but especially our military. So when such individual comes up and starts selling some incomplete and some lies on the social media, it is troubling. And this briefing today is not social media war. No, this is just to set the record straight. That this government made effort upon hearing the first broadcast from this individual to launch a very special investigation, of which I took that upon myself to investigate what happened, because I believe in the middle of February, Payments were made through his chain of command because each of our bases must operate through their chain of command. And chain of command goes from bottom up, starts from the troop to the immediate commander, and it goes up till it gets to that, and then before it gets to our commander in chief. That's how it flows. It's bottom up approach. So we launched that investigation, and that investigation is still in progress. But I have personally made a lot of calls, including the governor of the state where that individual is serving currently. Try to get his phone number or whichever way that I could reach him. I tried to call, including the media personnel in Homeland, the assistant, to see if I could get at least one of his lieutenant's phone number, at least from where I can reach him. I have not been able to do so. So I am making all these things public so that people will know that we are not sleeping, and we are making every effort to ensure that the money that we paid into that account go to the right recipient. But you all know, as I know, that the process in Nigeria, as far as now that they are hounding our accounts and trying to do one thing or the other to slow the progress that we are making, it is slowing things down. We all know that. So today I'm here to guarantee Biafrans that there is nothing going on as far as pay. This government is making every effort to ensure that money gets to the right people. When that money is delayed for some reason, maybe because of banking transaction, we must be patient. Maybe if the money was paid into the wrong account, it may take some time to unravel. These things are what we are doing. But what we have not done is to sit idly by and watch our generals suffer, like he is accusing everybody and denigrating our hardworking DPM. So, Biafrans, today, I want to ask you to please be patient with this government and continue to support your government. For those who have decided that because a little thing has come up on the social media, instead of finding a way to continue to work with their government, they have opted out to sit on the fence and wait it all out. Is that how we are going to claim our land? Because of one person or the other is lying or coming up with allegation that is unfounded, it will make us to go, Gaga, is that how we are going to run Biafra? Let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, we have an option to do the right thing and get our PM out. The world is watching us. They have accused him of incitement. We all know what that means. They are saying how coordinated we are. You see that all these accusations coming up and down here and there, and you think it's ordinary. No, it's not. We must understand that DSS Nigeria, we must understand that British intelligence network and other intelligence networks around the world are at work. They are trying to disorganize the government. We all went to Finland and we made this declaration on the 29th of November 2024. Is that going to be in vain? I don't think so. So, Biafrans, we all know the truth when we hear one. I want you to know that this Defense Department will not fail you. Sometimes it might seem as if there is no action happening. Remember, this is still the transition period, and that transition has not been so smooth. We have challenges, and those challenges still exist as we speak. And we are doing everything within our power to overcome. And I believe very strongly that with your help, we will overcome. We will not end up in pointing, blaming fingers and looking for a point of blame instead of looking for a way to support the government. That will lead us to nowhere. It will only lead us to doom. So the people of Biafra, you have a choice to make. I have told you everything you need to know about the individual, about the gentleman, a general that our DPM does not even joke with. I remember what happened the first time that this broadcast came up. What I said to the DPM, and I know how she responded. She admonished me because she placed a very high trust and confidence in the performance of this gentleman. I want this to remain so. Let it not be that, after all, what will cause this destabilization of this government will come from each and every one of us or any of us. We must at all times conduct ourselves in such a way that the world will see us as serious people. Biafra is special to you. It is special to me. It might not be so special to the world, those who are ganging up against us. We must not gang up against ourselves. So be rest assured, as the government has resolved to continue with this investigation, that maybe in the next few days, this investigation will complete and it will be concluded, and we will determine the next course of action. We do not have anything at this point against this gentleman who made this broadcast, but we urge him to sheath his sword, because those feeding him with wrong information are agents of destabilization. They don't mean well for him. We all knew what happened during the DOS era, how they connived and killed our brothers and sisters who once fought with them for the same purpose, which we are fighting today. Today, we continue that journey, the journey to Biafran land. So, my people, make up your mind today. Not to go out on the social media every day. The only thing you are looking for is something that will help you to tear down your government. Only go out there to look for something that will help you build your government. Especially those of us in diaspora. Are we not tired being out here? Is it not time for us to think smart and go home? I think I'm tired being out here. I think it is time for me to go home. I don't know about you. Those in homeland, do you truly love what is happening? Is the situation on ground not telling you anything? Do you still believe that there is hope in Nigeria? Is it not time for you to give it everything and make it work? Is it not time to stop Iswimi? Is it not time for that? Is it not time to stop this finger pointing? If you still believe that it is not time, I don't know when will be the time. But for me, the time is now. It is even past due. I will not continue to make this speech, but I'm going to conclude it now so that for people who may have one question or two, they will have that opportunity to do so that we'll be able, hopefully, to provide an answer. Always remember, we deal always with classified information. When you come and you prepare to hear it all, that is when we begin to have problems. There are few things that you may not hear immediately. During that space that didn't continue, I gave an example with one time when our leader, Martin Namdekan, called for defense fund. People threw all kinds of allegations against him, accusing him of embezzlement and all kinds of stuff. They called for accountability. Accountability is good, but it depends on how you are calling it. There is cabinet level accountability. It is accepted. It's only limited people that will say it. Sometimes when you come out and begin to naked yourself in the public and wash your dirty clothes, you are only giving your enemy the advantage. So they kept calling him Nnamdi Kanu and calling him names until he decided to come to the public and show that account. Finally, it was only 2,500. That was why the whole world was calling him. He is happy today. He's enjoying. He's living happily in the UK because of the defense fund. Today, people are calling names to people in this cabinet, calling them names that they are embezzling money. We contribute money. You put it in your pocket. The most unfortunate thing is that most of the people who are making these allegations have not even contributed a dime. However, I want to use this opportunity also to thank those who are steadily, who are consistently supporting their government. Little by little, even it doesn't matter if it was $1 that you have. This defense, this country needs this money more than anything. We need it now. Thank you, Biafrans. And may God continue to lead us until we finally settle in Biafra. It's Onyami here. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, our own Onyame and the secretary.
Thank you.
Thank you.
The friends, thank you so much for that wonderful clarification. And it is very, very important that we all understand that what Onyame is doing today, what our Defense Secretary, General Nkwocha, is doing today, what our Commander General on ground, Igwe Butuzo, is doing today, what all our commanders in the 40 states of the United States of Biafra, what they are doing today is not something that they prepared for. It's not something that just happened overnight. It is something that has happened due to a systemic oppression, suppression by the Nigerian state. What we are doing today, even the role I play today, that was not what we were prepared to do. This task was heaped on us based on the circumstances that surround us. So I want to touch on one or two things. What the Defense Secretary and the Defense Deputy Secretary has done today. I don't know if our Commander General at home, Igwe Butuzo, is here online. Sometimes they have internet problems. He is expected to also address Biafrans at this moment. But we all know the mayhem and the terror that Nigerian state unleashes to our people at home. That is why sometimes when we organize some of these things, our men on ground, it's difficult for them to join us because Nigerian state, as we speak, send their military, reintegrated military men and women wearing Nigerian military, Nigerian police uniform to terrorize and kill our people. So most of the times, our combatant men and women at home, they are busy trying to safeguard the lives of our innocent children, our innocent men, trying to move them from the bombs, from all the ammunition that the Nigerian state is throwing at innocent Biafrans. That is why they are always busy, almost every time, trying to shield these innocent Biafrans from the terror being unleashed by the reintegrated terrorists hired by the Nigerian state, headed by President Tinubu. But I want Biafrans to know that what we are doing, no one can stop this ship. Is already taking off. Nobody can stop this. We have only one government, the United States of Biafra. which was declared in Finland on November the 29th, 2024, by His Excellency Prime Minister Simon Ekpa, represented by my humble self, Dr. Robrezen, and headed by our leader, Nnamdi Kanu. This is the only government Biafrans have today. Anybody that tells you anything different, they are used by the Nigerian state to destroy this nation, and we will never allow them. I keep telling everyone, in every stage of our declaration, in every stage of our agitation, in every stage of the Biafra restoration, the Nigerian state and the legitimized Southeast and South-South governors have always planted somebody in our midst. That is what they always do. And these individuals they plant, they will look like your regular fellow freedom fighters, those that want to get Biafra for you. But underneath, they are paid to disrupt what you and I are doing today and what we stand for today. So I want Biafrans to always have this at the back of their mind, because Nigeria's state will never let Biafran go without putting up a fight. That fight is not going to come directly from them. They engineer the fight, but it will come indirectly from fellow Biafrans like you. Like fellow Biafrans, they plant inside this government to destabilize what we are doing. Unless you have this at the back of your mind, we are going to be engaging people who have a different agenda and pretending to be fellow freedom fighters, to be fellow Biafrans. You're going to be engaging them every now and then. Do not waste your moment with them. Do not waste your time on them. Even if they like, let them sleep on Twitter from morning to night. Do not. Do not let them distract you. I want to let Biafrans know that our Prime Minister, His Excellency Simon Ekpa, already set the template pre and post declaration of the United States of Biafra. I know many of you have watched the video of the meeting with our Prime Minister before Finland decided to listen and collude with Nigeria to remove our Prime Minister a week or two before our declaration in Finland. That was exactly what they did to our leader Nnamdi Kanu, thinking that by renditioning him from Kenya to Nigeria, that will stop the declaration of the United States of Biafra. So everyone here should be fully aware of the plots by the Nigerian state to ensure that Biafra is not a free nation. They will do everything possible. They will call us names on Twitter space. They will designate us everything. They will lie against us. They will pull our private life. They will misguide and misinform Biafrans using every means possible, because that is what they pay them to do. Please do not be moved. Do not pay attention to them, because they won't stop. If you think they will stop, you are just deceiving yourself. That is what they are paid to do. An instance with this, our general, again, when I let Biafrans know that the role that I play in this struggle, the role I play in the restoration of the United States of Biafra, is not a role that I pre-planned for. I'm always comfortable working from behind the scene. I'm always comfortable doing the things that I do behind the scene, because our prime minister will always be the one in the front. And all of you here that know our prime minister, you all know that he always wants to do things by himself. So many things he does alone, by himself. He carries it on his head. The removal of our prime minister from our midst really makes some of us to stand up to do the things that ordinarily we wouldn't be doing, because all these things were being done by our prime minister, directly by him, because of the experiences he's had with our leader, Nnamdi Kanu. Our prime minister became more conservative, more introverted. Most of the things he does, even anybody, that's what I keep telling people, and I challenge people. Anybody that comes out to tell you that we are doing this with our prime minister, that we are doing defense with our prime minister, that we are doing peace, do not pay any attention to them. They know nothing. Nobody knows anything about our prime minister, Simon Ekpa. He's such a unique individual that before he even tells you that he has a problem, you are the one that will be telling him this problem, your eye is swollen. Okay, what is going on? He won't tell you that. That is the kind of person our prime minister is, for those of you here that know him very well. So we have a decentralized form of government in the United States of Biafra, which is a confederate state. We have decentralized army. And the reason that the prime minister approved the decentralized army is because it goes along with the Constitution of the United States of Biafra, which was approved by our prime minister. If you go to the Constitution of the United States of Biafra, it is a confederating system of government. That is what our Constitution approves for us. So the confederating system goes with the decentralized military. Anybody telling you anything outside this, that means they are not part of the government. I want to use this opportunity to let Biafrans know that the Biafra defense is almost 99% strong, solid, behind the United States of Biafra. Do not let anyone deceive you. That deceit, those stories is what the Nigerian state wants them to be telling on air or be using to confuse you. Do not let them deceive you. The Biafran combatant is 100% behind the United States of Biafra in our quest to fully protect our territory. We strongly believe in the chain of command. That is why when we see some of our loved ones that have played a huge role in the defense of our nation, you see them stepping out of track. It becomes a concern, not just to the government, but even to some Biafrans that are genuinely following what we are doing. Again, this government has been making funds available to our angels on ground as much as we could. We are not going to steal. We can only give what we have. We do not want an individual to come and go to the wherever they want and just carry money and dump it on our angels to deceive them. We don't want that to happen. That is why I take out time to invite our angels doing our fundraisings to be part of what we do and see how much money we raise. And many of them do understand that. There is nowhere we dump this money. Yes, we do public fundraising, and we also thank those that privately sponsor us. But we can only work with what we have. It may take a little while, but we are consistently doing that. And I want to let Biafrans know, even before the United States of Biafra, the Prime Minister was most times handling these things by himself. And most of the angels that interact with the Prime Minister will tell you the same stories. The Prime Minister said that his men, he said, nobody knows anything about them. And that is the instruction. Nobody knows nothing. It is with time that we are trying to coordinate and bring everybody together based on the list and based on the information that the Prime Minister passed to myself, which I'm gradually passing on to those whose task it is to continue to follow on the footsteps that the Prime Minister has set for us. The Prime Minister's army, they are not online. They are not on social media. Anytime you see the Prime Minister's angel on the social media, just know they've deviated. The person have deviated. They have deviated, and we do not want that deviation to continue, because that is what the enemies from the Nigerian state and their agents, their Biafran agents, that is what they want. Do not fall into that. Don't fall into that trap. Again, when somebody says we have our angels on ground, it is this time that we are, as a government, trying to bring everybody together. Personally, I really have no business to really know some of these respected individuals. If what happened to a prime minister didn't happen to him. But I cannot run a government or run a country where you do not know what each individual is doing in their department. It is the right thing to do as a leader. Just like we have the defense team come out right now to tell Biafrans about Biafra defense. That is what is expected of them. We have the different departments under the United States of Biafra. And all of them, all these secretaries, they are doing their job as expected based on their expertise in their different departments. I'm not there with them. But that doesn't mean that I do not get update on what they do. That is the right thing as a leader to build a strong nation. So any person that comes to tell you that Dr. Rabreza will leave this person, leave that one, and just let that one do their own thing, that person does have no clue what leadership is all about. It's like you having an organization and you have 5 different departments that you are the CEO. At the end of the day, you do not know one particular department is doing because you just want to let them be. You just want them to do it their own way. Then tomorrow when they call you as a CEO, you give a report of this, your organization. We are running a nation, not just one department. You say, oh, I don't know about that department because I left it to somebody to manage for you. So if there's a problem that comes out from that department as a nation or as an organization, how do you protect what those department is doing? How do you ensure that that department gets the adequate training they need to run a successful military department, successful education department, successful information department? It is through trainings that are standardized, both at the local and the international level. Your commanders, your generals on ground must go through these trainings so that you know that when they are doing things, whether you're there or not, They are doing that based on the best practices, either as a military or a police or education or finance or trade. That's the kind of government, that is the kind of country we are running in the United States of Biafra, because we want to be the best, one of the best countries in Africa. And we cannot run that when you, as a leader, you don't know what somebody is doing, what another department is doing. You want to just leave it for them, let them just do it, and you focus on this one. No true leader does anything like that. And this kind of mentality are some of the things we want to change in the United States of Biafra. So people go through these leadership trainings and know how to run a successful organization. We also want to run a country where the people that relay information, they pass accurate information to Biafrans. This is a transitional phase where Biafrans are really studying everyone, including myself. People that we've held of high esteem before. And we now discover that most times the information they relay publicly are not the right information. They are false information. How do we continue to allow people like that to be in the leadership position in the United States of Biafra? That means we can as well go back to the Nigerian state and continue to do the lies and the suppression and the oppression and the misinformation with the Nigerian state. We can as well not do what we are doing if we want to allow individuals that we trust to continue to misinform the people, misinform the public. How can we build a better country when we allow things like that to happen? Somebody will just be on the air and outrightly lie to you. Somebody was showing that I have a son. This is my son in the middle of my husband. I mean, how can people we trust just be shedding off lies like that? The whole world knows I have only 4 daughters. Only 4 daughters. I don't know if these people are the ones that born or had this son with me or had this. I mean, people just lie just to destroy other people. What do we gain when we go on social media and just lie to destroy another person? You pull people's private information. You keep lying against them just because you do not have the opportunity they have. Why are we Biafrans doing that to ourselves? And what do you gain? If not to destroy those who are genuinely restoring the United States of Biafra. What do you gain by that? And then tomorrow or next year or anytime you expect Biafrans to respect you. Meanwhile, you've continued to lie about people. You continue to spread false information about your fellow Biafrans. What do you gain by doing that? Again, I keep telling people, this is not about me, the COS. Neither is it about the Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa. Neither is it about our leader, Nnamdi Kanu. Because what they did to the Prime Minister and to our leader and to me, they will do it to you. If I'm not here tomorrow and they put you there, Nigerian state will still use this crop of individuals to still do the same thing they are doing to me, or they will do it to you. So it's not about me. That is why all of us must join hands together and fight this common enemy that is in our midst. They are not outside, they are within us. And if we do not fight them, nobody else will fight them for us. When you see your fellow Biafrans spreading false information about another person, ask them, did you investigate this? Why are you doing what you are doing? Why are you doing what you are doing? Why are you taking the actions you are taking? all the people, almost everybody, when we had Briggy, Biafra Republic government in exile, everybody had their assignment. When we have this assignment from our prime minister, including our combatant defense team on ground, ask yourself today, the task you are doing today, was that the task that the prime minister tells you to do? The way you protect our motherland, was Dr. Rabweze there when you were doing that job before? Was I there when you were protecting our motherland? Why are you not doing it now? Again, I'm not trying to, I'm just using that question in a metaphorical way. So the person and the individuals that come out online to say that we or the government does not give these individuals money, that person is passing a false information. The Biafra government has been funding all our angels on ground, round the clock, as is needed and as we have money. And like our own Onyami and the Secretary of the Defense has said, we follow the chain of command in the United States of Biafra. If you are an angel on ground and you need something, you go through the chain. You can go through the deputy defense, you can go through the defense, you can go through my stuff. There are people, you can go through any of the secretaries. That is the right thing to do. And I do not want to come out and be going back and forth what this government has done, how much money they've given to the individuals, how much money they've given to men on ground, and how much money that is irrelevant to me. What is more important to me is we are building a nation where in each aspect we have people that are in charge of everything happening in every department. If you are under that department and you have an issue, you have a problem, what you need to do, for instance, if you're on the defense, you go through the Commander General, the person in charge of the defense in Homeland, who is Iwebutuzo. Go through him, ask him, I've not received this, so I needed money for this. What is holding? He will contact the government. And then we will run around and see how we can raise what we need to raise. That is the right thing to do. It's not about me. It's not about, if the individual does not do that through the set command, even if it's not me that is here today, if one of you comes into my position tomorrow and this individual still does that, it is still going to affect the functioning of the government. And you cannot say because the person does this or does that, let me go and be responding to that individual. Let them go through their chain of command. That is the right thing to do. I experienced that when Obatobia was around with us. When he gives orders, people he gives orders to, they don't respect that. They go and do something else. And then it's not my responsibility or for me to say, Obatobia, why didn't you do this? Because he gave those orders, including some people you see right now claiming that they are fighting for this struggle. No, they are not. They are not, because before we went to Finland, before the declaration, the Prime Minister already set up a 4-man committee for the restructuring of Briggy, Biafra Republic government in exile. I believe most of you have seen the video, because I believe the Prime Minister knows that some of those ex-Briggy cabinet members, they have no respect for him. Even when he says something, they do not follow it up. They do not respect it. Because some of them will come and tell, oh, PM, we all started this together. We've been doing this since. So therefore, why are you excluding me? Why not? We hear that every now and then. So the PM knows that this crop of individuals that do not respect sin, eventually they'll be doing what you see them doing today. The Prime Minister set up a 4-man committee for the restructure of Briggy. Immediately, we declare. Immediately, the declaration. And this 4-man committee had almost 2 months to work to restructure the Biafra Republic government in exile and make it standard to move it into the United States of Biafra, which we currently have. These individuals went to work, did the whole restructuring. It was presented during our convention in Finland by the committee chair, Dr. Dorothy. It was presented. And that is where we are right now. That is the only structure that the Prime Minister approves. There are still some cabinet members who were not in this list of the secretaries that are still in the United States of Biafra cabinet as of today, without any positions, but they were still playing the role of cabinet members. When we call meetings for the cabinet, they are there with open heart, because they know that in every nation, in any nation, you cannot have up to 50, 60, 70 cabinet members. Google the cabinet member of America, they're just like 15. Finland, almost about 15 cabinet members. Why should the United States of Biafra cabinet be different? We cannot have everyone into the cabinet. That was why the Prime Minister set up that committee to restructure Briggy, Perry, and Post declaration. And these ex-Briggy cabinet members, most of them are fully aware. They were in that meeting when the Prime Minister gave that instruction, but we then follow that instruction. No, they never respected him when he was there, talk less of when he's not there. That is why they are pretending right now as if there's any other thing existing somewhere, which there is absolutely nothing. All they are doing is what their paymaster from the Nigeria terrorist state and their agent from the legitimized Southeast and South governor has paid 1 or 2 of them from intelligence to do. By destabilizing or trying to destabilize, trying to pretend as if there's something else existing there. Nothing is existing. Not in this government that we are in today. Nothing. So I want to use this opportunity to tell our gentle Yahu, we truly appreciate you. We truly appreciate your services. I personally appreciate you because I don't know some of you. And I know nobody will claim they know, because when the Prime Minister was around, the Prime Minister, most of the information and direct messages from our men on ground, most of you will bear me witnesses. The Prime Minister communicates directly with them. That has been the way it is. But some ex-Briggy cabinet members think that, oh, they have access to one commander on ground. They have access to one general who is their brother, and they can use them to manipulate what we are doing. Do not fall for that trick. The information from the Prime Minister is that no one knows anything, and that is where we stand. Those that says and those that continue to mingle with the affairs of the men on ground, the Prime Minister specifically warned, nobody should have access to our men on ground. It's not today that we started saying it. It is not today. It is not today that the Prime Minister started giving that warning. But some individuals, they think they know too much. They think they know too much. They think one of their friends, no one soldier on ground, no one man on ground. Therefore, they try to manipulate, try to be the spokesperson of those individuals. That's not your job. If the prime minister believed that you could have done that job, he would have made that appointment to appoint you as the spokesperson of the men on ground, which he did not do. And because he did not do that, you need to stay on your lane. You must stay on your lane because we are running a government. So I appreciate all the men on ground. I appreciate all our combatant soldiers. We appreciate all our BLA, BDF, Air Force, and Navy. There is nothing that will make this government to abandon anyone. As long as you go through the appropriate chain of command for this government, there are no two ways about it. Anybody that decides you cannot belong to the United States of Biafra, then do not ask anything from the United States of Biafra. If there's a place you feel more comfortable, and that's why I keep saying the United States of Biafra, we are going to have freedom of association. Whoever you feel comfortable to associate with, please go to the person. But as long as this government and our prime minister left for us, from Briggy to de facto to the United States of Biafra, as long as this government is concerned, that structure that the prime minister told us to form, that structure is in place. And anything you wish, any question you have, please go through that structure so that people don't use you. Those that use you, at the end of the day, they will dump you, because the United States of Biafra is the only government that will fight for you, that will fight for your rights, that will fight for anything that you need. Nobody else will do that. Forget the individuals that think they know too much about defense, or they know too much about Igwe Butus, or they know too much. I'm not here to open up. I'm not here to say what I say. It is not what I'm here for. I'm here to keep the record straight. Whether you like it or you don't like it, that is a clear picture. And that is the fact that I'm telling you. Again, I want to use this opportunity. Just I've told our men on ground, and I've told Yahoo the Gentle that this government respects every commander on ground. We respect everyone. We respect every Biafran. We do not want to create a situation where what happened during the transition between our leader Nnamdi Kanu and our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa happened, where innocent Biafrans started seeing other innocent Biafrans as their enemies. That is what these individuals are trying to do. Do not fall for that trick. We already control that situation. We will continue to control that situation. The coordination between the state governors and the commanders on ground must continue. Every state have a commander. That is the way it's going to be. If you are a commander, you are in charge of the state where you are. You cannot leave Aba State and go to Ebonyi State unless there is a need from the government for that movement to happen. Then that will happen. But until then, we will continue to follow the structure of the United States of Biafra. Those that are working for the terrorist government of Nigeria, they are trying to use every way possible to derail or try to tamper or try to tell you, oh, they're going to be funding you directly. They are going to be funding that person directly. I am telling you, there is only one government, the United States of Biafra. If you are not with this government, we cannot guarantee anything. We cannot tell you that you will receive this or you will not receive that. But what I am trying to let you know is we do not want anyone, civilian or military, to be a stumbling block to the final push to restore the United States of Biafra. Do not let anybody use you. You will not succeed in that fight. I'm telling you. We respect all our military. We respect our citizens. But if they want you to put you in that place where there was a transitional chaos when our leader Nnamdi Kanu was taken away. And there was so much crisis, so much mayhem. Where they tell you, if you follow Simon Ekpa, they will kill you. And actually, some people did it. Those that trusted and believed in the Prime Minister Simon Ekpa, some people were killed. And who killed them? Those that believe that they were following Nnamdi Kanu's step. But I tell you, these individuals, they are not following Nnamdi Kanu's direction. They are just selfish elements planted by the Nigerian state to disrupt and disorganize the final restoration of the United States of Biafra. That is what they are doing right now, trying to confuse you and tell you that they are ex-Brigade cabinet member. There is nothing like any parallel government. These are just drama they are doing to confuse those that they can confuse. The Nigerian government pays even Yorubas, even Igbos, more importantly, even Biafrans. They pay them to be part of this confusionist. And I want Biafrans to be fully aware of what they are doing. Again, like I said, the Prime Minister set up the structure of what the brigade will look like immediately upon declaration. That video is out there. Go and watch that. Immediately we declared the United States of Biafra. The Prime Minister also said that the cabinet we had before, the brigade cabinet, will be dissolved. Some of them were lying that the Prime Minister said it will be dissolved after 4 years. It will dissolve after we fully restore it. So they were using all those confusion to some unsuspecting individuals until they now saw the meeting that we had, the Prime Minister had with the brigade cabinet members, where he clearly stated that this structure will take place immediately we declare United States of Biafra. So let somebody tell me, what is it? What is the template of the Prime Minister that this government is not following? Now, when they saw the video, when they saw the meeting we had, some were saying it will be done inside brigade. So again, I don't have any problem with people not being very smart, but I also want to ensure that for you to be a leader or to be a spokesperson or to be in the power or in the corridors of power of the United States of Biafra, there are certain things that we do not expect you to do. Because when you have some individuals saying, oh, the restructuring, because they will always come up with one childish talk or the other just to confuse those that are following them. When somebody say, oh, the restructure was supposed to be done under brigade, the person does not know this committee was set up under brigade. This committee went to work for almost 2 months to set up the structure under brigade. Why? They were still brigade. That was last year. Between September and I think November 2024, pre-declaration, that was when this committee and the period they worked for the restructuring. All these individuals making noise now, none of them was part of that structure, because I believe the Prime Minister knows the Prime Minister knows those that will lead us to United States of Biafra. So everything was done right under the Biafra Republic government in exile. Those ex-cabinet members that were part of that meeting, they heard the PM instruction. Ask them, why didn't they follow the Prime Minister Simon Ekpa's instruction? Because they didn't see him. All of a sudden, everybody become the grandmaster or the grandmother of the United States of Biafra or brigade. How else do you describe people that we are paid to disrupt this government? So again, we will continue to pull the records straight. Again, it is not my duty to, I only bring out information to let people know the facts when they've been inundated with a lot of lies from the so-called ex-brigade cabinet members. when they continue to lie to Biafrans, the truth will continue to come out. And we are not telling anyone not to follow anybody, but please do not disrupt the United States of Biafra and its activities with misinformation. I don't want to produce the receipt of the money that was sent to. We don't have to go there, but it happens. And I'm telling you all that the United States of Biafra is taking care of all its military as much as we could, 100%, without anyone. But please, if you have any problem, go to your commander. That is what we intend to build. We are not going to be attending to any individual problem. That is the way we are going to make our country one of the best in what we want. I think on that note, we will open the floor for questions from Biafrans. If you have any questions to either the defense, or we have a couple of brigade secretaries that are here. Again, when people say that they don't know, United States of Biafra secretaries, when people say they do not know what they look like, they don't know, people just come out to just open their mouth and just talk a certain way. I would just encourage them. It's not about me, but when you come out to discredit what the Prime Minister has set up, you're doing yourself a very big harm, because it's going to come back to you. If you do not respect an establishment by our Prime Minister, I wonder where you are going to do that, your Biafra. I wonder where you're going to do it. So on that note, we're going to go ahead and take a few hands that are up. And then if you have any questions to the defense team, please go ahead and do that. And then we will call it a day.
Thank you so much, DPM.
Okay, go ahead, please.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. I will start with Chibike OP. Chibike OP Nato.
Yes, good evening, the Deputy Prime Minister and the Secretary of Defense. Actually, I am very, very happy that this online discussion took place today, because a lot of things has been happening. So thank you very much once again. My question is, I'm very sure that maybe the Secretary of Defense and his deputy may not be aware that a lot of people are being killed in Enugu. A lot of people are being killed in Enugu. That is by the Fulani herdsmen. So what is the government doing about it to stop this killing? That is number one. And number two is, I have always been requesting that the Secretary of Defense should maybe sometime, maybe on weekly basis, come online and address Biafrans. Because to be perfectly sincere with you, our life is in the hands of the Department of Defense. And some of us in the homeland are confused. And we just want to be hearing from the Department of Defense, at least even if not by space, but by just coming up on Twitter, you know, their Twitter handle.
Okay.
You know,
okay. We got it.
About,
please,
yes.
Let's keep our questions just to at least 30 seconds. And then because
okay.
we may have so many before the defense answers that question to the person that, let me quickly let you know, if you have been following our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa, when he said that the reason for the declaration of the United States of Biafra is to raise the necessary documents we need to present on the different tables and to different organizations to give us the recognition we need as a nation. That is one. That is exactly what the United States of Biafra is doing now. Our Prime Minister let us know that when Biafra comes, we do not expect to see boza every now and then. Give me 1 second, please. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Oh, okay. Okay, so sorry about that. So the Prime Minister made it clear to everyone that upon the declaration of Biafra, you're not going to be seeing all this every night. We'll kill the fight here. No, that's not what. Then again, let me tell Biafrans that the killing of our people by the Nigerian state using reintegrated terrorists like the Fulani headsmen has been ongoing. We saw the women of Ehamufu protesting today. And I want to make it clear to you that these women wouldn't have done what they are doing if they do not see firsthand the killing of their innocent loved ones by the Nigerian state. Because when our Prime Minister was around, he says this, he does this anywhere we have. They send people just to go and do this and do that. We are still killing our innocent men and women. But nobody understood the degree of how failed Nigeria is. Even that governor, in that state, he never understood the danger that his own citizens, I mean the delegitimized governor, the danger that his citizens are going through. He never knew that. Because when the Prime Minister was around, everyone, some of these individuals were saying that Prime Minister is the cause of the problem. Now the Prime Minister is not there. Now all these killings by the Fulani headsmen that were sent by Nigerian state, who is doing that? Is it our Prime Minister? As a new nation, there are things that we have to do. We do not have the numerical strength. We do not have the equipment to face Nigeria face to face with the wars. That is what this government is gradually doing. There is a delegitimized governor sitting in that state today, collecting the security fund from the Nigerian state to protect these innocent citizens. What is that governor doing? What is he doing with the money? So the person that asked this question, you need to go to that delegitimized governor in that state and ask him, what is he doing with the security funds he collects from the Nigerian state? That is who you need to attack first. That is who you need to throw that question to first. The United States of Biafra, we will continue to use the little resources we have to equip our men on ground to be able to protect our people. But the point I'm making is the killing of our people, the killing of innocent Biafrans didn't start today by the Nigerian state. So let me leave this to, I just want to clarify that to the last speaker. And I am very, very happy that the citizens have risen up. That is what we will continue to do. In the 40 states of Biafra, the expectation is that the citizens are going to rise up against these killings. That will make our job easier. Go ahead, the Defense Secretary, please.
Yeah, thank you very much, my DPM. Thank you. I know my video, for some reason, I couldn't open my video.
Hold on 1 second, please. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. And,
okay, yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much, my able DPM, for your statements. That's very, very correct. So basically, in Ahumufu, I mean, see what we did. We tried last time to push the Fulani herdsmen out of the area where they're occupying the farmland of the residents of Ahumufu, and the environment. So we did that, and when we came back, these some villagers, I don't know, some of those in the community pointed out to the Nigerian terrorist army that, hey, these people, this is why they come from this bush, they come from there, and they're sabotaging us when we're there to help the indigenous, and they followed us and they attacked us. So So this is what's happening in the Hamufu. That's been a big problem since last year. When Pierre was here as well, we had the same issue that happened, and that even he was so upset that he said that let them defend themselves. So again, we have a sitting governor of Enugu State, siding with the Fulani and the military and of course providing accommodation for the herdsmen, in fact giving them the land as well. So because that is what's happening. I mean, we can go there, but we cannot go there with all this army, Bubago and the rest of them attacking us when we don't have enough equipment to fight back. So that's why this donation is very, very important. We need more funding. We need more funding to buy the equipment that will match theirs, so we can have an even fight when we try to challenge them. Right now, we don't have the capability to, like DPM said, do a face-to-face fight with them. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. God bless you. I really appreciate it.
Okay, let me throw more light to that, Secretary, if you don't mind.
Go ahead.
Okay, on the issue at Hamufu, we, like our Secretary said, like you said, sabotage is an issue. And because of the rate of hunger in our land, our politicians tend to poison the minds of our people with the little inducement in order to sabotage our effort. And now, for us to win the battle of minds of the people, the minds and soul of the people can only be won if we had a little more resources than the one we had in order to actually, because some of them don't understand actually why we are there. They can take even 200 naira from the politician on their own locality to go and point their hands and, to the location of our people. That is why we call on our people to continue to donate hugely, even go up in your donations, but because now we need it, because we have to win the minds and the souls of most of these villagers in order to be able to actually be there to protect them. It might sound stupid, but that's just the way it is. So that is what is happening in Enugu, in Hamufu specifically, I believe. So if you are from Ihamufu, please, when we call for donations, fundraising, come in there. When we do state donations, come and support your state, support your local government area. So we will have enough money in that particular area in order to do the needful. Thank you. However, remember that the government of Biafra always appreciates your donations, no matter how little. May God continue to bless Biafrans.
All right, thank you so much. And again, let me just also use this opportunity to let our Biafrans know the need for the fundraising. Those of, just like Deputy Defense has said, we can only work with what we have. But we do not want to go and borrow money from those that kill us and dump it on our men on ground. And then you'll have a situation where when you call or when you give instruction or when you call for education or when you are trying to collaborate to make our country better, you have this narrative again, this narrative that sometimes, again, I know this narrative has been ongoing before. And again, I'm not blaming anyone for that. But there's this narrative always that because I carry the gun, I'm the one that will decide what happens in my nation or in the United States of Biafra. Sometimes that has been or may have been the narrative for some time, but that's not factual. For you to go to war in a country, you must have the permission of the president of your country to go to war. It's not the other way around. But that's where I see our people need a lot of reorientation and orientation. Again, it's not against anyone. And I'm very, very happy that those leading our defense, both at home and abroad, they really understood. They've started understanding this point. But it is the right thing for our nation to move forward. We want to build a nation where If you are in military, you know you are in military. And I keep telling Biafran, there are 1 million positions that are open to Biafrans. How many can I occupy? How many can you occupy? You can only occupy one. If somebody is Secretary of Information, she can only do one. If you are Secretary of Defense, you can only do one. There'll be Secretary of Navy, there'll be Secretary of Air Force, there'll be directors in different immigration, different 1,001 positions in the government. Who is going to do that? Who's going to do that? It is still us, Biafrans. But we must maintain that chain of the government, not for anything else, but for us to build a sound democracy where we do not have individuals because they carry gun, therefore they can harass or they can intimidate or they can say they own the world. Oh, you can. No, we are not. We are not building that kind of Biafra anymore. We are trying to step out from that. That is why we organize all those training from the last one. We have the international humanitarian laws and all that. We make our commanders on ground go through those trainings. And by going through those trainings, it kind of changes their mindset on how they see things. Nobody is an enemy of anyone. But there are rules, there are things that we need to do to be able to ensure that we run a country that you can compare with all the developing countries in the world. So that is one thing I wanted to chip in there. So we will continue to streamline the activities of our people. What happened in Hamufu is very, very sad. It is very deplorable. Again, how else? There are so many ways. Sometimes some people say, oh, you've not said anything about Yamufu. Some people say, oh, you didn't say anything about Nnamdi Kanu went to court. Ask those people. It's because of when you bring certain people together around you, it's just distraction. The write-ups that I've done to criticize Nigerian government in every aspect, none of them can come near that. Not even 1 over 1,000. They do not have the capacity. They can only say what they know. CSS, I will attack the Nigerian government. I will come online to do it. I will do it. What are you doing? What is your own duty? If the COS does not talk about something, why don't you go and say it? Put it on your own page and let Biafrans know about it. Why must you wait? If I don't do something, then there are some of the things. Oh, COS, she didn't write that Nnamdi Kanu, our leader, came to court. Therefore, she hates her. That's the kind of stupid talk that some people emanate and spread. And you keep asking yourself, who are these people fighting? Are they here to fight Biafra? Are you there to fight COS? Or are you there to follow our leader Nnamdi Kanu or our prime minister to get Biafra? Your fight should be tailored to Biafra, to Nigerian government. Your fight should be tailored to those Fulani that come to kill us. Your fight should be tailored to the Nigerian Defense Chief, Christopher Musa, and the Nigerian state that come in to kill our people. Your fight should not be to DOS. If they kill people in Hamufu, have you gone to the press release and do a press release on that? Write the newspapers, go to different media and tell them how they are killing your people. That's the right thing to do. You don't wait for COS. And then if you don't see it on my wall, you just start messing yourself up. So again, dear friends, I want you to look out for these individuals that are trying to disrupt what we are doing. And again, the way that I propagate, the way I do my own thing may be different from the way you do your own things. That are Biafran that sent to me. Things they are doing privately, things that I don't even know that they are doing towards Biafra restoration. Do I have to just come and, no, I don't. But these are genuine Biafrans. The goal is one. Put that ball on the net. Whether you come from the side, whether you come from the middle, whether you come from the other side, whether you shoot from goalpost to goalpost. The goal is same thing. Put that ball on the net. Let us all go home. When we go to our Biafra land, we will start talking about what we did and what we did not do. But don't go on social media and make COS your daily talk. That means you have nothing to offer Biafra. You are just there to disturb me. and I don't want no disturbance. I am focused on the task. I need you to be focused on your own task, no matter how small it is, no matter how little it is. Focus on that little portion you can do. If you want to march, go and march. You don't need permission from the COS before you go and march on Finland embassy in front of your country or in front of your state for them to release the prime minister. You can organize that. You are a human being. The same head I have is what everybody here have. Let's go to the next person, please.
Thank you so much. The next person is Emmanuel Charles. Manuel Charles.
Okay, yeah. Good evening, everybody. God bless you all. I am very, very happy to be here. Once again, I want to thank the Secretary of Defense and our DPM for a very great opportunity this evening to address us. This is what we have been expecting in order not to continue to be confused. So please, I have a few questions I want to ask. The first question I want to ask is based on the kind of confusion going about, and we are confused, more especially we on the motherland. Now, my question is this. This question is going to our DPM. Please, ma'am, you've made us to know that the government of U.S.B. is funding our men on ground. And our men on ground has made us to know that they don't work with any other person apart from sources who they trusted for security reasons of their own life. And we know that you have sacked, so the government have sacked success. Now, success has been sacked. And the men on ground say that that is the only channel they trust. So can you please now tell us the next means, since success is no longer there, and the men on ground are saying they are not receiving, and you are not telling us they are receiving. Okay. Can you now tell us, number one, can you tell us, can you tell us the source they are receiving their fund? That is number one. Number two question is this. You made us to understand that this military is decentralized. And please, we are confused, not especially myself, because I have read, go through all the countries of the world who practice true democracy, that is a confederate system of government, which America is number one example. They never decentralize their military. So where do we borrow this decentralizing of our military? Okay. So that we can be able to get where we are going.
Okay, thank you. Are you in the military homeland?
No, don't ask me. Just go ahead. I don't need to
expose
myself.
Are you a military person in homeland?
I don't need to express myself now. Please,
no, because you said that because the reason why, you see, people just say things. The reason why I'm asking you this question, if you are a man on ground right now, I will direct you to the Commander General of the Biafran Army. And that's why I'm asking you, are you an army personnel on ground? If you are not, then that information you just say here is false. Let's go to the next question, please. Dr. Agi, go ahead.
Next is Patricia O.
Good evening, everybody. This is Patricia here. Thank you very much, whoever that put up this meeting today, because I was having it in mind that we should have this meeting. And thank you so much. Was wanting everything we are talking about here. It's just that, you see, the problem I have here is that it's just like children of Israel. You see, we are saying that we have left exile, but we carry the spirit of exile follow us to where we are now in U.S.B. because Nigeria still in some of us. We can never leave that Nigerian mentality. And no matter what we are doing, many of us here see have it. It doesn't matter how long we have stayed in overseas. So, and for example, another thing I want to put in here is that if we can remember what the Prime Minister said, I wasn't in the cabinet when Prime Minister was here, but still, joined some of the meeting, but I remember that he said something. After the declaration of Biafra, he said it's going to go worse. Many things will be happening. But we can see what is happening now. And now we are complaining for the new government, which is only 3 months old. And this new government, many confusion from left and right. We are not together. So we're talking about men on the ground. Yes, you're looking after us. And we here in diaspora, we are trying our best to make sure that you people are comfortable too. But the thing everybody should know is this. There was a bit of confusion, and which I don't want to talk about now. Everybody knew that. Some of these men on the ground, I don't think they have really come back to their senses to know where they belong to. And again, if you have somebody who is your commander, and especially I knew about, is it Yahoo Gentle or Gentle, because I normally heard about him. And he's a very nice guy. Everybody loves you. Anywhere you are, it could be you're listening to everybody speaking here. So if there's problem, they have to be the head. And according to what you always say, is that Butuzo, you love Butuzo so much, is your general. Then if you have problem, why can't you meet that Butuzo and let us know? Or you're having problem with your general, is good to get through to the secretary, I mean, the defense secretary or assistant to defense secretary. You get through to them before you even get to, when it's serious, before you get to DPN. But all these things going on, we're talking, because when I saw this thing today, I was really shocked. And somebody we are talking about it. I was shocked when I'm hearing all these things. And we're talking, the guy that spoke about centralizing the military. Yeah, then do it. Because if something is happening in Liverpool and what they do is serious, before I even get to somebody like PM, they have to call the general first. Then the general can send somebody to them, as we are saying here. But something, because we don't know, Nigeria mix everything together. And because of that, people still want us to work like Nigeria. If this cabinet is going to work like Nigeria, I won't be among them. And if you people are expecting us to work like Nigerian government because you are still in that zone, it will not work.
Thank you, Mr. Mobile.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for putting it. And I'm using this opportunity to let everyone here, we want question, please. This is the beginning of the week. Question, please. Thank you. Go ahead, Mr. Boniface Nakwe. Mr. Boniface Nakwe, are you here? Okay, I'm moving to.
Yeah, and please let everyone keep your talk and questions simple.
Okay, I think I'm here, please. Thank you for the opportunity.
Yeah.
I know you wanted me to ask a question, so I'm going to try to make my submission as a question.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay, what is the best way to teach people the concept of chain of command?
Again,
so that they know to follow the chain of command, especially in the military.
Again, thank you so much for that question. We've been organizing trainings to our men on ground and even to the cabinet. That is the way we're doing it. We're also individually talking to these beautiful people at home, and they are all mostly they are understanding that it's no longer. And again, you also have to understand where these individuals are coming from. They've been since 2014. Some of them have said they've never really worked under a government. It's always been like agitating, the way that some of them have known that command, and once they are in homeland, that they are the one in charge. So you have to understand the transition that some of them are going through now, which is from just doing it that way and being able to also realize that other aspects of building the United States of Biafra, especially the aspect where we have to now ensure that every state and their state governor and their state citizens, they are working together. This has never happened before. So now we have the state commanders working closely with the state administrators. Some of them initially didn't know it's going to happen, but right now, majority of the state commanders in the United States of Biafra are very, very comfortable coordinating and working with the state governors. That is the way we want it. And that is how we are going to continue to move forward. Thank you.
Thank you so much for all you do. That's it for me.
Okay, thank you, sir. The next person is Wite. Eurolite Wite. Are you there? Okay, Zal. Freeman?
Somebody say SOM that the hand has been up.
No, you know, I go by what I see here. SOM is the fourth person on my what I see. Yeah. Freeman, please. Freeman.
Yeah, I'm speaking. Can you hear me?
We can't hear you.
Okay.
Skylar Thompson, patient, Ring Central.
Hello?
Go ahead. DPM, please remember to mute yourselves. Yeah. Freeman, go ahead.
Can you hear me?
We can't hear you at all.
Can you increase your volume voice, please?
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you very much. I appreciate all that DPM is doing. Defense Secretary, our Information Minister, and all of you. May God bless all of you. Please don't mind all these shenanigans. You are doing great. Let me tell you, please, 1-2 seconds, I'll just go away from here. I don't have any question because all the questions have been answered. But I just want to hear my view. Doing great. God will bless all of you. What about all these shenanigans? You are doing great, please. God bless all of you for us. I want our DPM just ọgwụ eji agba ndị ala jisike na-agba the 10 ịmago na onwe ndị ya ga-agba ọgwụ ala fayikwa obere ala before wee dị mma a na-ekpokwa isi aghasara aghasa n'obodo a ọ dị too much biko ọsụsụ anyị ma na ndị Igbo be anyị ada achịkwata fa achịkwata onye ọbụla bụ eze be ha onye ọbụla bụ onwere onye na-ekwete n'ibi. God bless you.
Thank you. Thank you. Next person. Thank you so much. Next person. Brighter light.
Oh, it's me. Just 1 second. Sorry. I muted myself. Yeah. Please, if you have a co-host, help me. Just 0242 something. Please kick that person out. Yeah, I'm doing the same thing at the same time. Brighter light. Is your turn, please? Brighter light. Brighter light.
Good evening. Good evening. I hope I'm coming out clear.
You're coming out.
All right. My question, I just want to ask one question based on information I read online, pertaining to some of our brothers who the Nigerian government has flagged out for terrorism financing. So as we are discussing security, I don't know whether those people, the government has, tried to gather the information and knowing how the information got to be, being secured based on our money because of what is flying up and down on the internet about accounts.
Yeah. Let me quickly ask you, a brighter light. When was the last time you made donation to the United States of Biafra? Sorry, can you unmute your phone? Brother Lai, when was the last time you made a donation to this struggle, please?
Actually, I will say it 2 weeks ago because of my movement. So I've not settled a lot, but 2 weeks ago I did.
2 weeks ago, where can you tell me, where did you make that donation? Unmute yourself. It's praise and God we're here. Can you tell me, Brother Light, where did you make that donation 2 weeks ago?
Brother Light, are you here? This is the time to speak. What she means is that did you pay in through New Dimension or the Homeland account? And
it could be anywhere. Yes. It could be anywhere. Where did you make your donation?
Actually, I'm not in the Homeland, so I didn't make it through the Homeland account. I made it through the mandate.
Where did you make the donation? Where?
He said mandate. And who is the admin? What country?
I didn't hear that. Hold on one second. Did you hear mandate, Dr. Agi? Brother, like, where did you say?
He said mandate.
I said mandate. I said I'm not in the Homeland, so I didn't do fundraising in the Homeland.
Okay. You made it through mandate. So the reason why, because I wanted to really check something. The reason why I wanted to have this information, if it's a fact, I will still check it, is that most of these people that make noise about our account, they do not donate to what we're doing. I want everyone to know that. They do not donate to this restoration, to this struggle. But they'll be the ones flying online, carrying all kind of propaganda about the account, where the money is donated or where the money is not donated. I want to let Biafrans know, we are a nation. We cannot continue to be afraid of the Nigerian terrorist state in our own nation, in Biafra land. What we do, the money we donate, we must continue to donate that using those 3 approved accounts. And again, some of these individuals that their name were listed by President Tinubu that finance terrorist financiers. I want to ask whoever asked this last question. Our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa, his name was on that list as a terrorist financier, right? So where was our Prime Minister donating his own money? If you can answer me that question, where was PM donating his money that made the Nigerian terrorist state to list our Prime Minister as a terrorist financier? Where was he donating? You see, the reason why I want to highlight this point is this. Nigeria state will use everything possible to stop the restoration of the United States of Biafra. If you don't know that now. That's why I keep telling everyone on the social media, do not make the COS the Biafra restoration you're fighting. Don't make me your problem. Because once you do that, you are out. Do not make me, I am not the struggle you're fighting. I am not the United States of Biafra you're fighting. Focus on the restoration of the United States of Biafra and things you need to do to make sure we all go home as quickly as possible. One of the individuals, I see the name on that list, I've talked with him. He said he has never donated towards any of those accounts, none, 0. But his name was listed as a terrorist financier. I was even surprised why my name was not there. And then, upon investigation, you still discover that it was our own people, Biafran, that are here, that submitted fellow Biafrans' names to be labeled as terrorist financiers. It is us that are our problem. When Tinubu and the Southeast and South governors give you money to come and disrupt what we are doing, you think by collecting our private information, is in us some people that call themselves freedom fighters, Biafra restoration people that went in the first instance to screenshot the people that are helping us in homeland to donate money, and even went as far as calling the guy to ask him, who are the people that are donating money to you? And these criminals, they went ahead and screenshot that and posted it everywhere on Twitter Space and on Facebook and said, these are the people donating money. Is it Tinubu that is doing that? No. It is these fellow Biafrans that are already paid to do what they are doing. So how did those people, how did their names come out? We have our banks publicly. We will continue to donate our money to those banks because it is the right thing to do. But who are you Biafrans that are compiling and following innocent Biafrans and sending their name to make report to the Zoo terrorist government? And you think that's going to stop us? If you like, compile all the names of Biafra, and there are many of them that are the ones you're sending are the ones that don't even have money. I wish you had the information of our private donors that are donating money to the restoration of the United States of Biafra. That's how foolish you are. Those of you that are submitting, just is it not the same people like Sonia Parawa and Co that went to screenshot the account number of innocent Biafrans that were sending money to the homeland to send it online, just for them, just to scare Biafrans to stop donating to us, to the United States of Biafra? But can't you see how you failed? Don't they see how they failed? Even the ones that call themselves freedom fighters, going around to tell people, oh, do not donate your money to Ngozi Robinson, as if it's my own thing. I don't need anybody's money. But these are what some of you do. And you think it is the right thing to do. And at the end, you will start asking, how did they get it, the name? It is the same Biafrans that take the information of us, fellow Biafrans, and go submit it to different places just to stop the restoration of them. Nobody. Tinubu is just a tool used, or that committee was just a tool used. But it is Biafrans here that submitted the names of innocent individuals to those people, including our Prime Minister's name, Simon Ekpa. What account does Simon Ekpa have? Those of you that are reporting Biafrans to the Zoo terrorists, what account does our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa have that made the Nigerian government to brand him as a terrorist financier? Is it not the same thing that the globalists, maybe Finland, is doing, collaborating with the same Biafrans that collaborates to go and report our Prime Minister to Finland? Are they not? They are the same people doing this thing. And then when our leader Nnamdi Kanu said that Biafrans are the most stupid and foolish people in this world, you keep thinking how, why he says things like that. So I followed up with a strong publication to ensure that and let Nigeria know they have no right to brand any Biafra that is fighting for their freedom a terrorist or a terrorist financier. That was why we passed that law, that legislation we did at the cabinet to let both Nigeria and Finland or any other country, they have no right to brand any Biafran as a terrorist or even a terrorist financier. We know why we passed that law, because there are fellow Biafrans that are here working day and night against the restoration of Biafra, being used by President Tinubu and the Nigeria Southeast and South governors. That is their job. That is all they do, day and night. So we've issued a publication in that regard against President Tinubu, and we send that publication to all the places where they send the names of our innocent Biafrans. And that is what all of you should do at your own time. Go and report to those places where they use our name, use the name of innocent Biafrans to propagate lies, just to disrupt. So go to your state FBI, report these individuals. There is a couple of them that have been parading themselves on Twitter, posting that they are reporting Biafrans to FBI, posting that Biafrans are terrorist financiers. And now The propaganda they are using. Oh, Dr. Robreze, you told people to go online and make donation. That is why their name has been reported by the Zoo Nigerian government. So you're afraid of the Nigerian government. So you're afraid of Zoo, and you want us to continue to be afraid of what Tinubu will do to us that are seeking for our freedom. That is your problem. You're scared of Tinubu, right? But you cannot follow simple instruction given to you by the Prime Minister of the United States of Biafra. No, you wouldn't do that. But you're quick to post nonsense on Twitter and whatever you want, trying to just distract people from what they are doing. So go ahead, please. Do not mind any of those. None of those individuals, except maybe, I don't know about the Lakarua. The Lakarua is the terrorist that Nigeria state brought into Nigeria. And everyone listening to me, Nigerian state has a policy to reintegrate and rehabilitate non-terrorists into the system. Christopher Musa, the defense minister of Nigeria, is on social media, is on social domain. Biafrans, go and find those documents and send it to that committee where these criminal Biafrans sent our names. When Lakarua, that terrorist organization, came to Nigeria, Christopher Musa said that they thought, oh, they accepted them as friendly people. They accepted them as friendly. Then all of a sudden, they start taking over the whole northern part of Nigeria. They start killing people. They start hijacking everything. And now, they now include the name of those terrorist organizations with the innocent Biafrans. Who are they deceiving? And they trick you, some of you Biafrans, to go ahead and start singing the same stupid song that Nigeria is singing, that, oh, you saw their name online, you saw their account online. So we cannot do anything. We will continue to hide. How long are we going to continue to hide and be afraid of the Nigerian terrorist state? How long are we going to continue to do that? So Biafran, please do not listen to all those confused individuals trying to change the narrative. Instead of attacking Nigerian government for what they are doing, which is wrong, they want to come out and disrupt what we are doing. So go to all those places they reported, look for that site and go and report that the Nigerian government reintegrates non-terrorists, and those terrorists have account number, and they give them that NIN number. What is that NIN number doing? What is the BVN number? The number they gave them, they can track them by their phone. They use those numbers to enter, open their bank account. So when they kidnap people and request for a ransom, why is it that President Tinubu is not tracking those terrorists that ask for ransom, and ransom are paid to them? Why hasn't he listed 1,001 of them on the Nigerian newspapers? And somebody is here trying to dance to the tune of the Nigerian terrorist state. Next question, please. Can you unmute yourself?
Mazi Oganiru Biafra, please go ahead.
Dr. Hagi,
please, you have to raise your hand. You don't.
I raise my hand. I raise my hand.
No. I want to kill me. Then I'm on social media. It's not Dr. Hagi. It's a kwanka. Eh? I can't on my phone. But go ahead. Go ahead, Biko.
Biko, Adan Biko. I am on my own land.
Can you hear me?
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Dr. Hagi, please, can you hear me?
This is Mark.
Mars 247. I want to talk.
I've been called out. Can you listen?
Okay,
hello?
you can talk.
Can you ask your question, please? We don't have time here. Go ahead with your question. Edwin Akubogo, go ahead with your question.
I want your Gabiko. When you were not one leg. Biko, as no abo adinu, Aziz Adinu, Obu Ejiji. Biafra, a na-ekwu okwu ya bụ anyị ma nwee.
You have a question, or please, we don't need any explanation. Go ahead with your question. If you don't have a question, we have a couple of hands. We need to take, we want to clarify Biafrans today. And if you don't have a question, you know everything, please go ahead with your question, please. 30 seconds.
I have a question. Please, what I want to ask is this. Reason why all this is happening because of lack of information. Please tell us actually what is really going on, because
Dr. Agi, please go to the next person. Don't have time to waste here, please. Go ahead, Dr. Agi.
Okay, Oganiru. Okay.
Yeah. Good evening, my fellow Biafrans. Your Excellency, our DPM, I greet you. My name is Mazi Oganiru Biafra. I'm the governor of Enugu State. I want to address some issues which I have already addressed before in our combined factor concerning the happening in Ihamufu. As of last year, December, when I took office, I communicated with the people of Ihamufu and also informed them of the looming danger that is ahead of them and the reason why we need to come together and build a front that will protect all of them. So the former chairman that was there, the former county chairman of Issues East, sabotage all my effort to bring the Ihamufu people together. Now, he went to the WhatsApp platform which I created, bring all the Ihamufu together. He began to complain that they don't have two Ihamufu, that I should not start creating new group of Ihamufu, this, and that. So he started giving them, dishing them bad and evil information. Now, I told him that if you are working with the people that are working with Ogi and Kere, you're not helping the people of Ihamufu. This thing started last December, not even January or February. When I started to make sure that Ihamufu are going to be rescued, this is what happened there. And a lot of people that are coming up here could not even be able to identify who is the governor. If you ask them, have they contacted me? And what is my response? None of them has ever, because all the people that have contacted me, I give them what we are going to do. There is a solution on what is going on in Ihamufu, but they don't want to listen. All what they want to come here to do is to create propaganda, and which can never happen. This is government. If you cannot work with our government, there's no way any solution can come to you. There is a designated governor that have been made available to you that you can be able to work with. We have cabinet in Enugu State. We have executive. And all this we are trying to create is to make sure that all the area where these crises are happening are being protected. There's no way I can be able to report things when I do not have full support of Ihamufu. Ask them how many of them from Ihamufu have ever donated anything to our U.S.B. None of them. Even in our monthly dues, they have not. The person I now put their new list since last year is trying to gather them up, and they are not coming up. They are just laying all kinds of accusation. Could you believe that as of last year, there's an accusation they sent in that forum saying that I myself came there to unplug the flag that was hosted, me and Ebubag, and I asked him, can he send the evidence of what he claimed on that platform? That I'm giving him 48 hours to send those claims. Or otherwise, that he is now instigating that U.S.B. are sponsoring Ebubagu. And U.S.B. instilled Ebubagu personality, which are not real. A lot of people from who knows me knows what we have been doing. And we're trying to call them back, but they're not coming up. Even when the Minister of Defense tried to save the situation, our men was there, but they sabotaged it. When the people, because I'm not going to give detail because of security information.
We don't have time. Please, if you just ask a question and then because we gotta move on.
Now, the question is, these people that are coming up here to make all these to ask all these questions. Have they contacted me? Have they contacted my executive? Our arms are widely open to help them. If they can only follow the chain of government which have been laid down for them, we have solution for all this problem.
Yeah.
But they must do the needful.
Right.
That is my question. And this last person that I have just called, I don't even know him. I don't know his name. He's not part of what we are doing. So when they come to do, please ask them, are they part of what we are doing? They are not. Okay. They cannot even identify what we are doing.
Okay, so
thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you so much. Quickly, yeah, let's keep our questions to 1 minute. Just like the Honorable Governor for Enugu State has said, what you find is where you have fellow Biafrans making things difficult for the final restoration of the United States of Biafra. And there could be reasons why they do that. Some of them could be selfish reasons. Some of them believe, oh, they have this house in Kano, I have this house in Abuja, I have this business in Sokoto, therefore I have this one. I don't want to let it go. So their selfish interest trumps the freedom of their people. So when you see them behave like that, you will already know where they're coming from. And again, to add to what you're saying, there have been even the so-called people that claim that they are following the Prime Minister Simon Ekpa's order. You see them go online, laying accusation, lying to the public that the United States of Biafra is recruiting a Bubago, is sponsoring a Bubago. When they have no fact, no basis for that, they will tell you, oh, because there is one caterpillar. You know what? After I've listened to some so-called freedom fighters online, I would tell you that, you see, DOS, they are angels. I'm telling you. They become angels to me. When I see what some so-called freedom fighters that we are following the Prime Minister Simon Ekpa dish out online, the lies they emanate. Even the worst person that have killed so many people, I will call that person an angel, because these individuals, they just dish out lies, and then you begin to wonder, was these the lies that we are dishing out to the Prime Minister when the Prime Minister was available? Or did they just start doing these things? And you can see the reason why we would have gone 50 steps ahead if not for some of these liars that surround the Prime Minister, or that are just within the Biafra Republic government in exile. Again, just like Oganira have said, people will come out with all kinds of questions, all kinds of like, oh, you're not doing it well. Why didn't you do that? Give them that seat for just 10 minutes. They will break down. What capacity do they have? They cannot. They will destroy this independence we have. They will stretch us back 5 years or 10 years behind. Do not let them do that. They do not have the capacity at all. What you see them do is what they are paid to do. Either they are paid or somebody that is directing them is paid to do those things with them. So again, the United States of Biafra is not sponsoring a Bubago, as some people are spreading out there. Again, I've told Biafrans before, I don't know anyone called Sapele. I don't know anyone called Wikengurago. And then they come with, there's a Caterpillar. Caterpillar is not a commander in Biafra. It's not a general in Biafra. Every individual Biafran operates in one state, only one. That is why we have the 40 states of Biafra. We decentralized commanders. So when they come with those excuses to try to derail, their major aim is to make sure that that ball we want to hit to the net, it doesn't go. So they come from different angles. They will tackle that ball. As we are trying to match the ball, even those we don't know, as they are trying to help us to push that ball into that one net, you see these so-called Biafrans so-called people that are agitated, either from 2000 till now, you see them moving that ball away from that net. Biafrans, look out for these individuals, please. Look out and take appropriate action. Let's go to the next person, please.
Thank you. So, Som is your turn now, please. SOM. Som. Is that the way it's called? Som? Some?
Okay, I was, hello, good evening, Biafrans. Hello, good evening, Biafrans. Can you hear me?
Good evening.
Yes, we can hear you, sir. Yeah.
I want to be sure I'm being heard. Okay, thank you for muting me. I appreciate this. Okay, I am really very happy that most of my worries have been addressed, especially in the last words of our able, Honorable Deputy Prime Minister Ngozi Oreboweze. To tell you the truth, I've been down for some days because, in my own opinion, our people say let everybody's opinion be okay to them so long they don't mean any harm. I was really down after the videos of Commander Gento that I saw, and to me, the agitation seemed very legal to me. But now the Deputy Prime Minister has addressed them, but I still have one question that two questions I'll ask openly. Then I will make a request. I would want to ask if it is possible to talk with the defense minister and Onyami, because there are questions I cannot ask openly here. I will not, even if I am forced to ask, I will not ask, because I cannot ask any question that would bring a kind of I don't want that. So I'll ask if it is possible to talk with these two persons, or maybe with the Deputy Prime Minister as well in the meeting, but not something open. I don't want to ask this.
Yeah, please go ahead and get in touch with it.
Okay. Yeah, sorry,
yeah. Please, let's go to the next person.
No. I still have one question I want to ask openly.
Right.
So the open question is good that I heard that you don't know who Ikengu is, because I've heard so many things about him. I don't know him, but I've heard some terrible things, even while Prime Minister was with us, things that he's doing. Then on the Caterpillar issue, I would not say if he's actually a commander. I don't know if he's a commander or not, but he's not a commander. Good. I wanted to say if he's a commander, but in his own zone. I will not say he should not be allowed, but in order to allow peace reign, the security chiefs can talk with him and the commander who is agitating. If there's a way to arrange a meeting, that will be security will be ensured, so that the both of them will meet themselves at a secure location and have a perfect understanding. Because this fight is not an ego thing, or it's not a one-sided thing. The whole fight, the whole agitation, will still need to bring people from a job, people from Bayelsa, people from Rivers State. So we cannot do it alone. So the good thing is, you said he's not working with us.
Yeah, again, thank you so much, because we need to move on. Your suggestion were well noted. Again, I have to let everyone know we are running a decentralized military in the United States of Biafra. Everyone focuses on their state. As we move into this government, there are leadership skills that we expect anyone that is going to be eventually a commander or a general or anything. There are certain expectations the government needs them to have, just like we have on any developing world, on any international standard. That is why we are doing these trainings. We expect people who believe that they are the leaders to attend those trainings, to be part of those trainings. The reason is because we cannot give people what they don't have. You cannot give what you don't have. If somebody is a leader, a commander, and does not know the international requirements of being a leader in Biafra land, that is already a negative. So regardless of who anybody is talking about, that's why It's not everything in military, in the defense that we talk publicly. Again, we have over 50,000 Biafrans that are ready to join the Biafra military from day one. And when I say this, I'm not trying to disparage people that are already there. Because sometimes when I say things, people misquote me. Oh, that I'm going to get new people and dump old people. There is nothing like that. What I'm saying is this. We are building a nation where the standard is going to be very, very high. And for those standards to be very, very high, there are certain expectations, there are certain trainings, there are certain things we expect those individuals who are going to be in leadership positions of Biafra land to obtain. So those that are already there, we encourage them to continue to get those trainings. The ones that are joining and they continue to improve, they continue to get those trainings, they continue to show their skills tactfully and in leadership, the government will be able to recognize those individuals. That's all I have to say. In 2014, some of you don't know me, right? Maybe in 2015, some of you do not know Prime Minister Simon Ekpa, but at least I'm here today, right? That's why some say, oh, they don't know her before. She's never been part of that. She never started. But when you are in government, when you are following somebody, when you are in leadership, there are certain criteria the leader is looking out for. You continue to follow your leader and learn your leader, understand your leader. We have only one government. The rules are very clear. So anyone that does not want to belong there, it is okay. But those that want to belong there, there are certain expectations on the standard, on the trainings and things that they have to accomplish for them to be able to maintain those positions in the United States of Biafra. That's all I have to say. We like everyone, we respect everyone, but your words, your actions, what you do is going to tell this government what you are going to do in the future. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you, Mazi. The number is on the chat. Then Mazi Chikezie, Chiyaroba, please. It's your turn. Chikezie Chiyaroba.
Yeah, thank you, my acting president and deputy prime minister. Thank you, Biafrans worldwide. I have an issue I want to raise, and I need response from the DPM. DPM, I'm making an application for you to approve governors forum in United States of Biafra homeland. It will help us a lot because there will be a way of educating people on issues that relate to leadership. That is one. Secondly, DPM. There was an issue in my state. I think there's a need to make it public for the whole Biafra to know what is going on. I have commander in Ohamadike state. For 2 weeks now, he blocked me. You told him to plead with my governor. He pleaded with my governor for 2 weeks now. He does not take a call of my governor. My governor will call and call and call. He will not pick. But this is the same man who said he will never work under bloody civilian, that no bloody civilian will tell him anything to do. That he did give it back. I called the Minister of Defense. I told him, I am in charge. My governor, I'm the deputy governor of Hamadike State.
Please, excuse me, please. That question should not come here, please, okay? We'll take it out, please. This PM. I don't want them for bringing something we can talk about today.
Okay,
please, I need...
Mazi Chikeze.
Let me clarify. Chikeze, I think I know where you're going. Thank you so much. I think I know where you're going, and I will attend to that later on.
Thank you very much.
And I'll
Thank you very much.
And
Thank you very much.
I'll get back to you. Again, I want to make it clear to everyone listening to us. In the United States of Biafra, because you carry the gun, does not give you the power above the executive leader in your state. The reason why I'm saying this is, I keep saying we respect everyone. We appreciate the role everyone is playing in this government. And we expect coordination. We encourage coordination between the commanders and the state governors. That is the structure we've created. But if you think because you have the gun, you can do your own thing without coordination from your state governor, that is not acceptable. And you may think you are doing that because you have the power or you've been doing that. I promise you, we want to work with commanders. Biafrans are going to work with the governors in a collaborative manner. And I know the reason why I'm stressing on this. I do not want anybody to go killing each other for like what was obtained during Nnamdi Kanu's time, where some people think they have the power, they have the command, then you go and eliminate innocent Biafran because you think you have the power in the state. Don't do that. We all have only one head. We all have only one head. Kimanka, Imankosa, do not go about threatening any Biafran just because you have chains of bullets. That is not acceptable. Not in the United States of Biafra. You can't do that. If you have any problem, if you have any issue, let me know. Let the Defense Secretary know. Let the Deputy Defense Secretary know. But if you think you can go ahead just because you've been there since 2014 or 2010, therefore you can't talk to nobody, you can't take you can't take order from nobody. You are wrong. I'm telling you. That's not acceptable. You might need to go and form your own state where you will carry that kind of indiscipline and work. Not in the United States of Biafra. The same way I keep telling the governors why they are the civilian governors taking care of the civilians in the state. We also want to ensure that we give the commanders the room they need to work, the room they need to plan, the room they need to make sure that this ball is going into that net. And where you have crisis, let me know. Just like Chikeze has pointed out, I want to know those situations. Any other state that is having similar problem between the state governor and the commander, let me know. Don't think you can solve that problem by yourself. Let us know. Let the executive know. Let the cabinet, any of the cabinet members know about it. And we know how to solve those problems. We want collaboration. We need collaboration. Even if you're a commander general, anything, you need collaboration of the community, of the people. If Fulani terrorists are coming to your state to kill people, you may be in your own zone or in your own area. It is those civilians walking on the street, those state governors and the civilians will inform, oh, where are these terrorists going? They're the ones that will pick up the phone and call the state governor that I just passed through these Fulani terrorists, that they're all carrying guns, looking for who to kill. It is the state governor that will now alert the commander, hey, this is information I just get. Can you be able to check this out? You cannot operate alone, whether you're a governor or you're a commander or you're a civilian. We all need to work together to defeat this common enemy, which is the reintegrated terrorists wearing Nigerian military and police uniform, being sent by Christopher Musa and Tinubu to come to our land and kill our people, and the Ebubago and co. Those are our enemies, and the politicians that bring them in. So we need that collaboration, please. Next question, next person, please.
Thank you, Pastor Jonathan.
Good evening, my EPM. Good evening, the entire cabinet members present. Good evening, Biafrans. Actually, I don't have question, but I need to say something that has been in my mind for a long time. Somebody asked a question. He said he wants to be told the truth. The truth is that our DPM has poured out her mind, her heart, passionately to Biafrans. And you can see transparency, you can see honesty in her. And you ought to know that we cannot go back anymore. We have the government, the United States of Biafra. Some people called me from the left and they were asking me that we have to go back to Bridgie. I said, listen, going back is death. Going forward is life. In Igbo, they say it, they made all kinds of pleadings, but we cannot go back. I don't know the truth you want. The truth is that the United States of Biafra has come to stay. And anybody working against that is working against not the Deputy Prime Minister, but against himself and his generations to come. That is the truth. At the same time, I want you to know so many people have asked questions, the source or how the military are being paid. The military, you see, or sponsored is coming directly from the United States of Biafra. The military, you always hear that have been extensively said in this forum, is that our military is decentralized. To let you know what it means, because so many people are not understanding it. The U.S.B. military operates under a decentralized command structure. That is what it means, where authority flows from the DPM as at now, as the commander-in-chief, down through the Secretary of Defense, the deputy, the joint staff, and whom we know as at now could be Butuzo, the governors, and the commanders of the various branches and combatant commanders. This is just how it works. Everywhere in the world, it is like that. It is set up that way. So our own can never be different. So get this clear. When an individual comes up making video, especially carrying gun, that person is telling you that he doesn't know anything about the rules and regulations governing the armed forces. That tells you that the person needs education. When we say we need education, it's not to belittle you. I am 65 years old and I am still in school. All Biafrans need education. Our DPM has been saying a lot that we need to be educated, we need to learn, we need to be trained. Even the Nigerian government, the military, Nigerian military, you call them zoo. I have never seen any of them one day lift up their guns and begin to challenge Tinubu. I have not seen that, yet you call them zoo. And this is United States of Biafra. This is a nation that has to be compared with any developing country in the world. And that is what we are trying to build. That's where we are going. If you do not know that, you need to know that today. And also, I want to let you know that anyone that is criticizing this government is not criticizing the government based on, they are not sincere. You see, they are very selfish. Anybody that comes out there to criticize the government is either the position the person is looking for, he or she has not gotten it. That is the reason. So I want us to get that right, because I have looked into all what is going on. I have prayed about all that what is going on, and I have found out that most people that are criticizing the government is just because they did not get what they want. Our DPM had told us we have thousands and one opportunities or businesses or jobs lying out there for Biafrans. You can queue in. You have to queue in, prepare yourself, position yourself. You will get whatever you want. It is obvious. And I want you to note that people who are busy, they talk less. And those jobless ones, they're the ones talking, criticizing, looking for errors, looking for faults, instead of them to build from their own little area. Somebody told me that he is the acting prime minister. I said, you are telling lies. He said, after speaking with me for over 45 minutes, and you still say I'm telling lies. I said, yes. He hung up phone. See, so I want us to note that somebody came up online as an elderly person and now begin to blame a part or one part and say that this part, I do not know what they are doing, especially Biafran money. But he didn't tell us what the other part is doing with Biafran money. If you're a parent, you have 2 children and they are fighting, what do? Do you have to side one side and blame the other one, or you find a way of reconciling both? That is what makes you an elder. Anyway, I'm not going too further, but I just want us to note that we have to be united under one government and fight a common enemy. And know for sure that you have nothing to lose as Biafran. You are going to gain so much. If you are looking, if your ambition is in politics, you are going to have any position you want. You can contest as governor, you can contest, you can become president, you can be anything you want when we have Biafra. And if you want to have money, you have the privilege, a good environment to operate your business. You will not be afraid of anybody killing you. Nigeria is a mess. Please, my Biafrans, I appeal to every one of us. Let's work together. It's not coming here to say, my sister, we are the same place, from the same place, you are my brother, this, and yet behind you are killing that person. And you are criticizing that person. That is not what we want. Please. And God will bless every one of us. Thank you.
That's a nice submission.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Pastor Jonathan. For those of you that don't know who just spoke, that's the Secretary of Trade and Commerce. Thank you so much.
Fools like okay, cannot do election in Biafran land though.
Please, Mazol is Emeka. Ewo. Okay. Mazol Baroland, okay. Your turn, please. Like the DPM said, please, let's make it short. Thank you. Go ahead, Mazi. Roland, okay. Hello? Okay. I'm moving on. Next is Mazi Teddy Emegama.
Okay, thanks a lot for allowing me to speak and ask my question. Actually, all what I want to say has been done by a good number of speakers. My question goes to the hierarchy stated in the Defense Department. On getting to the general and the Joint Chief, actually, who draws the organigram for them? And how's the report format or not report format? How's the report hierarchy? Do they have to be approved by the Joint Chief of Staff, or will people under the general, the Joint Chief General, go out of the scene and actually start making utterances, making comments and everything to the people? I just want to understand, is there any particular restriction on what the people under the general will do in order not to expose us to all these announcements and everything from the likes of the, is it general, somebody commander, gentle or whatever? I don't know. I just want to understand, is he controlled or is he not controlled? Are they allowed commanders to pop out from any angle and start making reports and announcements to the people of Biafra?
Yeah, I know. If before defense come in, let me quickly. Thank you so much for that question. Remember, we are kind of, let me call it kind of a transitional phase, and I want us to understand where we are coming from, where we have been, and where some of our brothers and sisters who are defending our land has been. This might be the first time that I think they are going through that normal process of orientation and reorientation on what a nation should look like, what the nation military should look like. So we have not really been here for that long, but we also welcome those who could come in and help us draft some of these trainings and protocols and all that for our sisters and brothers that are defending our land from the reintegrated terrorists sent by the Nigerian state to kill us, rape our women, kill our children, take our men away and lock them up in all different kinds of jails. So we welcome that. Another thing is this: somebody said it, one doesn't really have to be a true expert of anything to really build a successful organization. Some of us, our parents, they built organizations that are very, very successful, but they are not maybe degree holders or graduates and all that. But sometimes common sense is not common. And one does not truly have to be a degree holder or have so much education to do certain things. That is why everybody here, you can only do one thing at a time. Limited in the sense that even if somebody is a president of a country or the governor or the secretary of information, secretary of defense, secretary of anything, business, you still need the help of other people. Again, if we have somebody who is a very successful defense individual, who follows the rules, guidelines, goes through the training, they don't have to be graduate holders, but those individuals with the power given to them can hire experts to surround him. When we have somebody like President Trump or President Biden or some of these presidents, they are not professionals in everything. But what they do is to hire the professionals and the experts that knows the thing they need to run a successful department. They hire them around them. The government pays them, and that individual becomes successful, regardless of the level of education or anything. But because the person has proven his or her worth in the government, So again, we welcome all Biafrans in different fields. Now we're a nation with about 18 departments. Find a place to fix yourself in. There are a couple of departments that have really been getting people, and these secretaries, their job is to liaise with them, tell them your area of expertise, and then talk with them, work with them. Those on ground that are the replicate of what we have here, they're already hiring a lot of experts in Nigeria, in Biafra. That's why we said Nigeria state needs to leave all our government offices ASAP, because Biafrans are being hired, are on standby to start work in all the government offices from day one. They need to leave our land. So again, I understand the angle we're coming from. It's a process, it's a work in progress. We cannot get everything at the same time, but again, we expect and we encourage all Biafrans to continue to improve themselves in area of education. Even when we have any commander or anybody carrying chains of guns, showing himself on Twitter, or that is out of order, that is out of protocol. We're not building a country or a nation. So if that individual has participated on that international human rights law that guides the war processes and how we conduct wars, because we are ready to engage the terrorists that are coming into our land. We are ready for that. And that is why we are going through these trainings to know what we can do and what we cannot do. So if this individual has been in that training, he or she will understand that to even come out with chains of guns around your neck and showing it publicly and saying that you're working with it for the United States of Biafra, that is a no-no. Not even our prime minister will support that individual in doing anything like that. So it's a work in progress. We'll continue to develop the appropriate skills, education, and all that to make sure that we become the best of what we deliver to our new nation. Thank you.
Yeah, like, can I shed some light on that question, please? The defense, if you don't mind.
Yeah, go ahead, please.
Thank you very much. Somebody asked the question. Thank you for that wonderful question. The question goes to defense about the organogram as far as the chain of command. How does it flow? Like our DPM said, the development of Biafran forces is still work in progress. However, we have already conducted a couple of trainings that have to do with discipline. It's all about discipline. And we also have our TRADOC, Training and Doctrine Command, in which we are now trying to recruit people who will help us in developing that area as far as the training of the military and our doctrines, how this chain of command then flows. So this is transitional phase, and our country is still new. A lot of things and military terminologies will continue to come as we go along. We just ask Biafrans to exercise patience and work with us. And I believe we have already trained a lot of people, and we ask all our commanders to endeavor to attend these trainings when we call for one. We cannot call for training and people fail to come, and when they fail to come, they will not participate and they will not get the benefit therein. So like last week, we have training on rules of engagement. Our military should not be seen, like the DPM said, with the weapons in public unless they are engaging the enemy. That's the only time they're expected to see their weapons like that. So these are the kind of things that came up in our last training. If this commander was there, he wouldn't be doing what he did the last time. Thank you very much, Biafrans. Continue to plug in, continue to follow us as things unfold. Thanks.
Thank you so much, Onyami. Next person, Dr. Adi.
Thank you. Next person is Reverend John Okoro. Reverend John Okoro. Reverend John Okoro. Okay. I'm moving to iPhone.
Yeah, I'm here.
Please go ahead and speak, sir.
I want to show my video if you don't mind.
Okay, go ahead and start your video, please.
Yeah, okay. All right. All protocols observed. My name is John Okoro. I was a soldier in Biafra between, well, 66 to 70. There were just two of us born of that are male in my family. My brother was also a soldier, but he's deceased now. First of all, I just want to express my gratitude to all of you. All protocols observed. Every one of you that has been in the struggle deserves a pat on the back. You guys are doing a great job. Thank you so much. God bless all of you. I just want to ask a question. Is the Zoom we are on a public thing that for everybody's consumption?
If you are fundraising Saturday, were you there?
You say
Are
what?
you hearing me?
You say what?
I said, the Zoom we are on now, is it public for everybody's consumption?
No, I'm not sure we are airing it. Dr. Honorable, we're not airing this, right? Dr. Age? Okay, it's being aired, right? Okay, it's being aired, sir. Go ahead, please. Yeah.
Okay. The reason I'm asking is I've been observing in the background for a number of months, and a lot of great things are happening there. This is my first time joining. I've been following what is happening from when you were in Finland up till now. And I want to say that a lot of great things are happening. And people need to realize that U.S.B has just been here for 4 months. And I am amazed at the kinds of questions people come to the public to ask. Some of these questions are what should be addressed at the back end. I wonder how you do it, my COS DPM. Everything I'm seeing, most of the things I'm seeing are just sheer distractions.
Thank you.
And if you are going to they're going to tie up your time answering some of the questions that others should be addressing, they will really be overworking you. And one of the things, most of the comments I make it in Ugo 247 and QITV. My handle is Nnananwa Biafra. But I just want to say, unu jisi ike na ihe dum unu na-eme. Inweta ihe anyị na-achọ is not an easy thing to do. And people are going to come here and criticize, but stay focused. Keep your eyes on the ball. And what you are doing is for generations to come. And as you pointed out, it's not about you. It's not about anybody else who is in the struggle. It's about the ultimate goal of getting Biafra. A lot of people have lost their life for Biafra. And the only thing we have to fear at this time really is fear itself. People should not be afraid. If you want to complain, those things that are not doing well, bring yourself out and take one on. If you know how to do things better than any other person, present yourself to the government and let them use you. In my opinion, there are questions the DPM shouldn't even be touching here because they're not worth our time. And Madam COS, what you need to do is surround yourself, like I know you have done, with people who are capable of carrying out the assignments they need to carry out. And in fact, the way I look at it, if you are not going to contribute to the cause, and you have nothing to contribute, I look at everybody, including the generals, as dispensable. There's nobody who is not dispensable as far as the cause is concerned. So if you are not contributing and you are dragging back the cause, then you should be sidelined without apologies. That's how I see it. That's all I have to say. I don't want to take people's time. Thank you, and more grace to your elbows, and the Lord will strengthen you, every one of you that is doing what is supposed to be done. And if people are not doing what is supposed to be done, call them out. Let them know. It doesn't matter whether they are your brothers or your sisters. Call them out. And if they don't want to listen, then they should be sidetracked, because the goal is bigger than an individual. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Reverend. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. iPhone?
Yes, is it me?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And who is me?
Sorry, it's me that you called me iPhone. So good evening,
Yeah,
Dr.
what's your
Lee.
name? What's your name, sir?
iPhone.
My name is Fine Uzo.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay. Good evening, my Deputy Prime Minister. Good evening, the Biafra government cabinet members, and my fellow brothers and sisters who are onto this freedom. I greet all of you. And I said, I have just a little contribution to make and a little question, just I think one question to ask. My contribution go like this. My fellow Biafrans, I think it is hard time for us to go home. I think this is the time for us to support this government. I think we have too much over joke. We have too much over wasted time for us to be relocated back to our nation. So let all of us come together and put hands together, just the way the Deputy Prime Minister just said. Let's all of us come together and support them. Right. You know, because I'm tired. I'm so tired of hearing that the Western people are the one delaying our freedom. I'm tired of hearing that. It's all fake. It is us that is holding ourselves. It is us that is holding ourselves. Nobody is holding us. Yes, nobody is holding us, because among us, there are those that say they want Biafra, but behind, they are doing us Ogojobo. How did I say it? They are doing us, evil things behind, but in front of us, they say they want Biafra. So please, those evil ones, come and join so that we can go home this year. And my question go like this, my Deputy PM. What do your government need? What do you need for us to relocate in Biafra land this year? What can we do? Is it by contribution? Is it by putting hand to your government to support you people? What can we do? So I rest my case. I don't want to take much time. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And thank you.
Maz Ifani. That's his name. Ifani.
Ifani.
Yeah.
Okay, Ifani. Okay, before I go to Ifani's question, what we need to do. Reverend Okoro, thank you so much for that wonderful speech. And I wanted to maybe seek your indulgence to help us as an old soldier to offer trainings to our men online whenever you have the time. It's going to be maybe that through Zoom or anything, but I think that could be the little way from your own and to, based on the experience, to also ensure that our young soldiers get those trainings too. If it pleases.
Well, if you don't mind, let me say this. I was a boy soldier. And what that means is that even though, oh yeah, I can
okay.
basic training, yes, but
yeah.
The heavy duty one, I may not be able to, but I can look for friends who can do that.
Awesome. Thank you
I'm
so
gonna
much.
ask.
Thank you so much. God bless you. Do I have your number, or do you have my number?
And DPM, I'm gonna call your number now. Okay, DPM, you wanna call your number?
My number is really easy. One of the easiest number, 832-496-0000.
Wow, how did you get that special number?
Everybody asks that. They think it's a corporate number, and you know, they keep getting fooled.
All right. Thank you so much, Honorable. 832-496-0000, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I am in Texas, and I'm with Oster Okoro.
He's in Houston,
That's my rep
Texas.
here.
Okay. Thank you so much. All right. Either myself or somebody in defense or the information department will reach out to you later. Thank you so much for agreeing to be part of that training, and also being able to.
Well, like basic training of how soldiers march and all of that, yes. But when it comes to armament, it might be a different thing, and we'll look for.
Oh, definitely.
Yes, okay.
When it comes to that angle, like we were saying in leadership, we don't expect us to do anything, but I mean, you may know, or we can know those that will come in and help us in different ways. And that's how we build a solid country that the world is going to be proud of. It's not just what I know, what you know, but us delivering what we know, but knowing the time to know that this I cannot do. That is something that we also need to start learning as Biafrans. To know your capabilities, to know what you can do and what you cannot do, to know your strengths and make sure you build on those your strengths. When you know your limits and what you can do, it will help us build a better country. Not you don't have any expert, just like Reverend Okorogo says, there is one I know I can do, but when it comes to the other one I cannot do, then we can bring somebody to help us. That is what we expect from all fellow Biafrans, to know your limits, to know what you can do and what you cannot do. Don't be a gadabachiruzo, guy rumba, guy zumba. You just stand in the middle of the road, blocking everyone. To do, you can do. To stop, you can stop. If you cannot, or you don't feel comfortable participating in the final push to restore Biafra, please just stay out and stay quiet. That is the expectation. Don't come and be a stumbling block or be a bottleneck for those that are pursuing this final phase of our struggle. And it is okay. Some people have said they will just stay out. When Biafra comes, they will go home. So for the spirit of that Biafra, just stay out and stay quiet. Don't stay out, and then from there you'll be running your mouth, lying to people, just cussing, being a nuisance to Biafrans. That is something that I think Biafran is not going to take. For the person that asked the question, Ifeanyi, what we need is money. We need money, and then we know, like I said, all the things we need is inside Biafra land, and it's also inside Nigeria. So we need money to be able to procure those things that we need to enable us fight the reintegrated terrorists being brought in by Nigerian government to kill us Biafrans, who are mostly Christians and other indigenous Nigerians. We need that. We need to develop our land. I want to use this opportunity to again remind all the oil companies operating in Biafra land. We gave you notice as February the 2nd to start paying 50 million naira or AJ to the Biafran account. I believe all of you have gotten that bank account where you are expected to pay that money. This money, we are going to use it to develop our land from the spillage, from the squalor that some of you have turned our country is.
Yes.
By taking our mineral resources and moving it, shipping it out to countries abroad, where you have the best hospitals, the best schools and all that. And in our nation, in Biafra, we do not have access to even clean pipe-borne water. We need to develop those things in our land. So it's going to be like yours. We've given you that 60 days notice from February the 2nd. The expectation of this government is that you start paying those money by the expiration of that. We've done a 30 days reminder. If you didn't hear that, I'm reminding you again. The 30 days notice we gave to all the oil companies, foreign companies operating in Biafra land, to start paying the 50 million AJ every month. I'm hereby reminding you again. I'm also using this opportunity to remind the Nigerian state that have their reintegrated terrorists wearing Nigerian military and police uniform. We gave you 60 days to leave Biafra land. Biafra is a sovereign nation. We have our 40 governors. They've been recruiting people to work in different departments. They are ready to start work immediately, but you, the Nigerians, have been occupying the civil service offices, the government offices, and the government house. Again, I'm using this opportunity again to send you the final reminder to leave our country before the expiration of the 60 days. This is a peaceful way that we want you to do this, to leave our nation. The map of the United States of Biafra is out. If you are confused, like one of them called me, I sent the map of Biafra to them. Look into that map, ask questions. We have governors in each of those states. If you are confused where you fall in, call the governors in those states and ask them where that map of Biafra ends. Again, we are letting you know, and I'm doing a second reminder for the Nigerian state to leave all Biafra territory, because now we are a sovereign nation, and at this point, you are occupying a foreign land. Thank you so much. Dr. Agi, go ahead.
Thank you. And next is Humble Lion, the Humble Lion.
Hello, good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
All right, okay. I greet you, everybody. My DPM. Ndewo, ekele m onye ọbụla n'ọrụ nọ n'alụ. So I have two questions. Number one question is this. I hear from Old Enugu State. So I've been looking for how to contact my governor in Ezan State. No way. And I fall under Anike County administrator. How to contact them? No way. I've been trying. Even in this space, I have been trying, and I'm no way to contact them. So that is one of those things. So if it can be so difficult for me to contact them and for any contribution or the other things I need to do, I need to be throwing them up. No way. So I needed to know that again. And that thing again is the people of Ihamufu. I want to ask them. Ihamufu people that has this number of mammoth crowd of women that can be able to come out and protest like this. So is it only women that are there in that community, in that town, or community, how do I call them? Is it only women that are there? So are there no men there that the whole community with such number of population, they cannot be able to do anything for themselves? They're waiting for Biafra, and the Biafra they are waiting for, they are not doing anything. I have never heard any day that somebody from that, I know Ihamufu must fall under Ohabenyi State. I have never seen anybody from that Ohabenyi State participating in anything in this government. Even it doesn't mean that Ihamufu people, they don't have their sons and daughters that are living outside their in Old Enugu State. There, they don't have their sons and daughters that are living in abroad. They don't have sons and daughters living in Lagos and other places. All those things that is happening in their land. They're fold hand doing nothing. They are waiting for Ngozi Arabeze to come and deliver them, and they are still working with Nigeria, crying to Nigeria. They believe Nigeria, they are crying to Nigeria. Why are they crying to why do they want and there are people, according to our secretary now, our defense secretary said that when the men came there, that we are sabotaging them. Okay, why are they crying? So my question is this: anybody that comes from that area that is that is hearing my voice now, let them go and start doing something in their town. They have men there. Let them start defending themselves. Let them start joining what we are doing here. What we are doing here, what the U.S.B are doing, they should come around. That's my question. Where are they? Where are they? Let them come up.
All right. Thank you so much. Defense, do you want to answer that? I mean, that's a good point.
Yeah. So just briefly, well, you said it all. It's just that Ihamufu is a special case, and we love the people of Ihamufu. You know, that place holds a very important mineral resources that the Fulanese, that they're bent on taking over that area. And we're fighting. It's just that we need more equipment to be able to bring over that area. That's what we need. So we cannot just use, regular gun or something like that to defend people that have multiple items and fighting against us. That's why, that case, the governor is supporting them to take over the area. So we need some more support. Thank you very much. But we're keeping our eye on it, and we're reporting whatever is happening there. Our men are still, patrolling to at least note what is going on. We're doing that. Thank you very much.
He also wanted to know who is the governor of Ezani.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, if you can, we'll pass that information to our media.
Not our media, sir. For the homeland, the secretary for homeland.
Okay. Yeah. Exactly. Yes. So Secretary of Homeland, the Doctor, engineer, also.
Is he here?
Is he here?
Yeah, the Secretary of State. I think the person was asking who is the governor of Ezani State, right?
Yes.
So are you in any of the official platforms for Ezani? Are you in any of that?
Yes, ma'am. I'm in Telegram, but you cannot send message, but you can only receive message from that Ezani Telegram.
Why can't you send a message on Ezani Telegram?
I used to send. They don't respond to me.
Huh?
I used to send through. But they don't respond to me.
Dan Alia is the governor of Ezani State. So look for him in that platform. He's also in the WhatsApp. If you're in the WhatsApp, Dan Alia, and you can send him a private message.
No, I don't have. I even dropped my number in that Ezan for him to chat me privately. He did not.
Okay, do you have my number? Do you see me in that platform?
No, I don't. I didn't see you. This one is a media, Ezan media publicity, something I am inside.
Okay, do you want to take the number and call the information minister or send me a text?
Who is that? Is this the same Humble Lion?
Yes.
Okay, why don't please kindly talk to Mazugo. All right.
Is it the Humble Lion that is asking the question?
I'm asking, are you the Humble?
Okay. The Humble Lion TV is the different Humble Lion.
Yes, it's Humble Lion.
Is it Humble Lion TV?
No.
All right. Okay, just get my number down there. 404.
Okay.
933. 7466. That's plus. I don't know where you are. Always when I leave that.
From Homeland.
So
Okay, plus.
just send message to that and she will give you the link.
Plus 404.
933.
933 74 66. Okay.
That's a plus one.
No. Okay. Is that the way they call from home? Okay.
Okay, plus one. Okay.
I will send you WhatsApp only, right? WhatsApp only, right?
WhatsApp only.
Yes, WhatsApp. Yes, WhatsApp is okay. Once WhatsApp is okay, I will send a message on WhatsApp.
Okay, thank you.
All
right. Next person is Mazi Chukwu Chinonso. Mazi Chukwuchinonso. Mazi Chukwuchinonso.
Okay. Are you yelling me, Biafrans?
Yes, sir. You have 1 minute, sir.
Okay. I want to thank every one of you. Starting from the DPM. I appreciate you. I'm very, very happy this night because this problem that has been rolling over the social media has been solved. I'm very, very happy. Because since morning, I'm not happy the way I'm seeing Janto, gallivanting all over the social media and speak, and most of our propagandists are busy, sharing their video. So I'm very, very happy this night. So I want to say something. I want to say, just, this thing is not that kind of relevant, but for me, it's relevant. I want to say it because my mother has been telling me to say it, and I will have to spit it out. It is good that most of our people, as in, let me say, 50% of our Biafrans are Christians, and we are Biafrans and we are Ndibo. There is a difference between Ndibo and Ndibo. Biafran is comprises of Ndibo, which Ndibo is among them. I feel like if things like this agitation, if you want to go for agitation, we have to consult the forces of our land, which is Biafra. This is one of the secrets about Nnamdi Kanu that most of our people don't know. And this is the reason why Nnamdi Kanu is defeating Nigerian government. Because since I've been hearing about Biafra, I've never seen any agitator that give Nigerian government headache the way Nnamdi Kanu did. Even up to now, I got some news this evening that even all the lawyers are running. Because of what? Because
can you go straight to your question, please, sir?
So, okay, what I'm saying is that, first of all, as we are agitating for Biafra, we need to consult the forces of our land to come and intercede for us.
Okay,
that is
yeah, thank you, but let me quickly...
But I want to, please, don't be offended. My question is that I saw Adam Dimbunandega, they made a video about
Mazi Chinonso.
Yeah, can she finish?
Okay, go ahead.
About the homeland account, saying that that many people, the people that donate in that account are in danger. So since that time, I was like, so I want you guys to clarify some Biafra, because this thing will be, so many people will be sharing making donation with that account. That you say that most of the people that donate, that they are having some issue with Nigerian government through their numbers, and I don't know how authentic that information is.
Let me ask you, have you been donating to the government?
No, I'm not, because I just joined this X newly, because I never, the first day I joined is the day you made the comment and the post about the online account.
Okay, so you just joined. So
yeah.
have you been fighting for your freedom? I mean, it started. You just mentioned Nnamdi Kanu. Have you been following in the fight for the freedom?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've been listening to Radio Biafra before, and just a good listener, and we are just.
You've never made donation, right, towards that?
No, I never made donation.
Okay, now, but you're concerned about the bank they talked, right?
Yeah, because I want to partake in making donation.
Okay.
Especially with that homeland account.
Okay. So if you were here when we started, we already discussed that, and we said pay no attention to that. We cannot be afraid of the zoo government, and we cannot continue to allow people that lie to Biafrans to continue to have their waves. Like I said, our Prime Minister's name, Simon Ekpa, was on that list of terrorist financiers. And the question I ask everyone here, is our Prime Minister sponsoring terrorism?
No.
How did his name get on that list?
As far as Nigeria is concerned, everything can be possible.
So you can see that is the ploy, that is the way Nigerian government working closely with Biafrans inside here, are trying to make sure that this ball doesn't get to the net. Do not pay any attention to that. Those accounts are very safe, very secure. Continue to donate your money, because even I was able to talk to one or two of the individuals that their name was listed. They said they never donated to any of the government account, and they don't even know why their name was there. So it was those people who are in here pretending to be fighting for this Biafra, who thinks that these individuals are now taking over maybe their state, or they see them as parallel government. They have to do everything to bring them down, just like they are doing to me. I don't have to tell you what some people who are so-called Biafrans have done towards me. It's not something I have to come, but I'm telling you, Biafrans are their greatest enemies. The people that submitted the names of those individuals are the people that some people sitting here with me and you. So do not pay attention to that. Again, the state governors have been authorized by the Prime Minister to open their accounts. So those that do not feel comfortable donating money anywhere, the state, each of the 40 states in Biafra, they all have their private accounts where the Biafran citizens that are supported, where they donate their money. So there are so many places you can donate your money. Continue to donate. Do not let what criminal Biafrans that are trying to disrupt don't let them distract you. You can donate to those two accounts we have. It is secure, it's legal, or you can donate to the mandate account, or you can also donate to your state accounts. We have 40 state accounts in Biafra land. So anywhere you feel comfortable, put your money there. If you are scared or you don't want your name to be mentioned, make sure you go and know your state governors. Go give them your money, but make sure you inform one of the Biafra government secretaries or the finance minister that you get so much money to the state governor of so state. So any money you give to any state governor or executive, make sure you let the finance secretary be aware of that, or our information departments, anybody there, or myself. Thank you.
Please, I don't know the name of my state too. I don't know the name of my state. That is one of them.
Okay. What's the name of your state now? The state now.
Okay, I stay in Anambra and the Onitsha axis, so I don't know.
Omambala state.
Okay, it's Omambala.
Yes.
Okay, that's no problem. Thank you. Thank you for the information.
Omambala includes Aguilera and all those areas.
Yeah, I know that place is Omambala. We know that one. So I don't know that Onitsha is
Okay, that's the state of Omambala.
So if you are not in their platform, you can follow up with information minister, secretary, so they can add you to their platform, so you start donating. Okay.
Okay, Mazi Chukun, did you hear my number, or you still want it, or you know how to get in touch with them?
Okay, I don't have your number, but if it is possible, I can get it now from you.
Okay, I mean, are you ready to take it now?
Yeah.
Okay, I heard that is +1.
+1.
404.
404.
933.
933.
7466.
7466.
Correct, and that's Dr.
Okay.
Information Center.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you so much. Thank you for everything.
In case you misplace it, you can just follow any of the channel like Ugo 247 TV.
I've been following Ugo 247.
Okay, so my number is there.
Okay,
TV. My number is there. That's what I'm saying. You see all of the numbers there. Yeah. Okay, and then for the rest, the DPM didn't address that. Please, Nam, Jisinike Tinyani, that side, okay? Kwema cause you know, so be our intercessor. You know, go Mazi Chuku Chinonso.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Bye.
Thank you.
The next person is AI Joko.
Thank you. Biafrans, all
Please, after the mobile Oraimo, please, no hands again, please.
Okay. All right.
Just those
Thank
four.
you.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Boko Karun is the ruin. I'm saying Kangono. They've been in Virginia. The city, 7 cities in Nodima, anywhere in a cultural
I have
association.
something to tell.
I have this month is making it 3 months. I was suspended because of Biafra, and I thank God Biafra has been restored, and the 40 United States of Biafra in existence. For them stay aside. God did not call you to be those to restore Biafra. So those that is angry within us, getting angry, but God is using those who
I
are
have
ready
something
to
to
make
say.
it happen, No fear. Another thing I'm trying to suggest, my dear brothers and sisters of Biafra, great Biafrans, lovers of God, it's time for us to be having zonal meetings face to face and the state, wherever we are, any country we are living, any city we are living, members that are really Biafrans. And is this the time we have to be gathering together? So that this media system has to be limited, because anything in the media, somebody has to take it and send it to our enemy. They keep on getting strategies for destructing our progress. It's not going to happen anymore. That's my suggestion, number one. And number two, Biafra, the 40 United States of Biafra, and the map is on the Google. Anybody Google it up and pull it up. They're all in Google website. Thank you. You are remembrance.
Remembrance. Mazi, I want to ask you a question. You say you are in state of Virginia.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you belong to any group? Because we need.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, from there. We need money now for someone here close to us here. Okay.
I'm going to help him set up his recurring donation.
All right. Thank you, Mazi Joku.
I want to say something. I'm in the house. So.
No, it's your turn, Mazi, now. It's your turn, Mazi, Thomas Victor. Go ahead.
Thank you. God bless you. I greet everyone. I greet everybody. My DPM, Dr. Ngozi Arabeze, you are blessed. God don't bless you, finish. Ogo 247. All of you. My finance director, God bless you. All of you are blessed. Please, my own is not a question. My state, I don't want to stay or to start my job late in my state. Please, I've discussed with a DPM before, but it's like job work is too much for her. Please, I want everybody to help me so that I can be able to go into my de facto and started working there. Please, I'm very, very sorry to say this, but I'm very, very worried because my state is down. I don't want what do we call him, Ebong Samuel, to damage too much thing for me in my state. Please, Itayana state. That is my state. I want to start working there very, very hard now, please. I want them to participate in all this contribution that we are doing. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Next.
I want to say something, please.
Who is that?
This Pastor Victor.
I know, not you. Wisdom. Okay, Wisdom. I know you. 30 seconds. Go ahead, please.
Good evening, everyone. I just see this meeting because you gave me a go, so I come back very late. And the place I go no network. So as I call now on my data and I see the meeting. So my advice to everyone, because I know that we are lacking security conscious. The only thing, because you people make the thing simple and short for all because I know so this meeting is not only for security, but it's for everyone. So for we to know ourselves, everyone need to know him. All the whole 40 states have governor. Everyone need to know him governor, because I'll use my state as example now. I'm from Owerri State. resides in Ohaji. It is only 2 states we have for this Owerri state, 2 school premises, but there's many school premises in this Ohaji, in this Owerri, but only 2. So no. So I've asked question, those ones, who are them working for? Who are then those schools working for?
Those what?
Because those all ones, because there is many schools in this Owerri state, but the only 2 schools, me, I confirm B44 and our own school. So which other schools is working for? Which governor controlling them?
Wisdom.
Yes, ma.
Wisdom. If
Ma.
even though that's not you can always text the defense secretary or myself for clarification on your question. Again, there is only one government. We are running the United States of Biafra. Anybody, if you are aware of any other people and what they are doing, it is important to bring it to the notice of the defense secretary, right? Okay. And then, yeah, just, and then this applies to all the states. All the states. If you notice anyone, anybody, harassing innocent Biafrans in their homes, claiming they are working for somebody, maybe the delegitimized governors, like a Bubagu or whatever group, it is your responsibility to bring it to the notice of myself or the defense secretary or the deputy defense secretary, okay?
Okay.
All right,
I have another thing to say.
Go ahead, quickly, please. We have to round up.
So what I need to say now is we in this whole land, because some meeting I'm joining here, because anytime I come this meeting, my spirit always tell me something. Those one who is not with us, who is the one who is sending them all this link? Because there's many people in this in all this meeting is not with us. I like it because I joined this meeting. No, just late here one now. Because I like the way you do it. Before we start meeting, everyone needs to introduce himself and call the state he come from. But I don't know this one now, whether is it the same thing or not the same thing. Because I know that after our meeting, not be people believe or this our United States, there is a Sabu, there is a betrayer joining this meeting. Who is giving them all this link? So I want us to know and define, verify how to know ourselves.
Okay, Miss Wisdom, we've heard Mr. Wisdom, thank you so much for that observation. Again, we are running an open, transparent government unless things that are not supposed to be in the public domain. Anything we bring to the public, it is public. It is meant to be public. It is legal. It is right. Just like our Prime Minister used to tell us, anything that that he is doing is open. So I understand what you're talking about. Again, in the area of restoration, remember, it's not everybody that have to agree with what you are doing or what we are doing. In fact, in the restoration of any nation, it's less than 1%. 1% of the people that really restore the nation. Yeah. It is not everybody that will be involved. So continue to follow the United States of Biafra. I know you are safe in that angle, and then you can only do so much. Anything anybody is doing, as long as they do not disrupt what this government is doing, it is okay. That is all we have to say. Whenever anybody feels comfortable, that is their own business. But as long as they do not intrude or tamper with what we are doing, I mean, that is the only time we will, if they tamper with that, that's the only time we can react. Thank you so much. The next person.
Okay, all
please,
right.
Mama, remember. Please, Mama, remember Italian now, please.
And what you wanted was the admin, right?
Yes, to add us in the admission
Okay,
so that we
I'll
can be
do
able to
that.
take it.
Okay, I'll do that. Send me
Thank
a
you.
text later,
Thank you.
maybe in the next 3 hours. Send me a text message or the next 2 hours. Thank you. Go ahead.
Thank you.
Okay, the next is Oraimo Mobile. Oraimo Mobile, please, it's your turn. Oraimo.
Yeah, greetings, my able PM, DPM. I want to thank you so much for whatever you are doing. My name is Nelson Mark. I want to thank you for your good work. I don't have any question to ask. I just want to say you are doing well. Mama, you are doing well.
Thank you.
May God continue to use you, give you more wisdom, more grace, more anointing to take us where you are taking us. We are following you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you all, Biafra. Thank you all, cabinet. May Chukwu Kikabiama continue to give you more grace and power to win the enemies. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Oraimo, what's your home state? What's the name of your home state? I'm just curious.
And your state.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, the last but not the least is Maz Merrick. Your turn, please. Merrick. Merrick. Maz Merrick, go ahead.
Yes. My hand is up.
I said, go ahead and speak.
Okay, my name is Merrick. I'm a native of Apo and Hamu. Currently, we are. I'm from Old Energy State. Then in Biafra, I'm from the Hamuku is in the state of Energy. So I want to make some. I currently live now in Paris, France, and I've been following my contribution.
Maz, can you speak up a little bit? Your volume is kind of low. Please, we can't hear you properly.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, you can put your mouth close to your phone mic, please.
Okay. I think this is Apo in a Hamuku, state of Kenya currently. And I want to make some contributions regarding to the development in our land. Here where I used to live before I relocated to here in Paris, I'm very active member in our meeting and its contributions, although I have not made any contribution in towards to my state of community currently. But I'm glad I've met my governor now, which is Mazo Ganiru. So I want to chip in some stuff that the problems that have been existing in Hamufu for so long, and I want to tell you that the Hamufu comprises so many land. Versatile land with a good number of populations, in which as of 2006, Jew Nigerian census, one community numbers over 7,000, one community, and we have up to 9 constituted independent or autonomous communities. And for the issue of the insecurity happening in a Hamufu, we have been fighting this for a very long time, and we have been defeating the terrorists for a very long time now, even up to when the recent one that happened in 2022 that made our PM, Prime Minister Simon Ekpa, cried mobilized men on the ground is because the Nigerian terrorists, the army, hello.
Please ask your question. I need that story because we want to round up, and I think we can go and read all that story about Yamufu. Just ask her. We have to round up, please. Just if you have a question, just a 1 minute.
My question now is there any help forward to to assist any help on ground to assist my people, especially the men on ground, because we have a very formidable force. Apart from the sabotage we have been getting, because the military, Nigeria soldiers always come and disarm our youth for a very long. They have done it like more than 3 times now. So, my question is there any measures the Biafra government has put in place to reinforce our soldiers currently? That's my question.
Which of the soldiers are you talking about?
I mean our youth, because we have been, like I've said, we have been in the fight for a very long time. You understand? But the army, the Nigeria army, with federated terrorists, they have been disarming our youth for a very long time.
Yeah,
and
so
that's why the whole thing came in.
Are you in the platform for your state?
Yeah, no, but I'm a full participant where I live, where I used to live in Greece.
Where you live? Okay, so are you in any of the official platforms for Biafra, either U.S.B, either the Telegram or the WhatsApp? Are you in any of those platforms?
Yes, I'm in the platform of U.S.B, in Telegram, and also I'm also in the platform of my own rep in Greece. Also, yeah.
Okay.
I have in Greece, except in Paris. Yeah, I don't have anywhere here in Paris.
Okay, so you are in that one. Have you been participating in fundraising for the U.S.B?
Oh yes.
Okay, so you have to reach out to the administrator or the governor of your state in either of those Telegram or WhatsApp platform. When you reach out to him or her, then he will be able to talk with you in the area of coordination between the state, the citizens, and the commanders that they have in the state, okay?
Okay.
Yeah,
but I don't know how to. Yes, but I don't know how to reach to my governor. I mean, I don't have his contact. It's from this meeting that I didn't know his name is Organiru, Mr. Mas Organiru.
Organiru Biafra, the one that talked from Enugu State.
Yeah, exactly. And I need his contact.
So if you're in those 2 platforms, the official platform of your state, you're gonna see his name there as an admin.
I don't. DPM. I have, but the platform I am is the general U.S.B platform, and the one I used to the one I have also in Greece.
Okay, so the general U.S.B, is it the Telegram or the WhatsApp?
The Telegram.
Okay, I'm gonna drop the Enugu State official platform in the general one, and then once you see the link, you click on that, and it will take you to Enugu State. Okay, once you get in there, you're gonna see Organiru there. Then you can send him a private message on what you need. Okay.
Okay, Your Excellency. Thank you so much. We really appreciate your steadfastness. God bless you, and more grace to the able.
All right, thank you so much.
All right, DPM, this is it.
Yes.
DPM, this is it. We've come to the end.
Yes. Oh yeah. Thank you so much, everyone. And we've come to the end of this program. I think we didn't know it's gonna last this long. It was just supposed to be a Twitter space briefing by the Defense Secretary and the Deputy Defense. So I'll just give them Defense Secretary and Deputy 2 minutes to round up, and then we close this meeting. Please go ahead, the Deputy Defense, and then the Defense Secretary, and then we will close this. Go unmute yourself, please.
Okay, thank you, DPM, and thank you, Biafrans. And tonight, we appreciate the fact that all Biafrans have here once again gathered to listen from our standpoint. We have been able to talk to Biafrans about the prevailing issues.
The recording has stopped. This meeting is being recorded.
Issues that have been around trending all over the social media, whereby our trusted and able generals expressed their concerns. And it also goes to underscore the importance of the democracy that we adopted. But we also highlighted the importance of chain of command. While we appreciate our freedom, we must also understand that freedom is not free. And we must all understand that there are limitations in what we do.
Anyame, we're not seeing your face.
Okay. Okay, thank you very much.
Yeah, it's better now. We're just seeing your mouth.
Okay, I'm sorry, Biafran. It wasn't intentional. It was the angle that I left my phone. That was the reason. But there's no need to go, back and forth. Once again, appreciate your attendance. Biafrans, our homeland, continue to stay safe, continue to support our government, and continue to support our men there who are working to keep you safe. There's no need to point fingers. There's no need to sell them out. May God continue to bless Biafrans. May God continue to bless Biafra. Please support our DPM, Agwai. Thank you, Biafrans, and good night.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Oyami. Let's go to the Defense Secretary. 2 minutes, please.
Thank you, Honorable DPM. Thank you for everything you do for Biafrans. Thank you, Biafrans. I guess you can see that we're able to demonstrate to you what has been trending. I also want to add to that, to what the Honorable Deputy Defense Secretary has just said. We are a nation now, and we're 40 states big, so we are fighting from every angle. Like our DPM said, we have just one goal post. We have to aim the net. We have to hit inside the net, not on the net.
The net. Inside the
we
net.
have to hit inside the net, not on the net. So we have to score. So I know, because we are very big on basically security. It's very, very important to us. Okay, and when it comes to security, we also have people have to be mindful of things that can happen that can jeopardize your even position and our standing as a government. So security is a big issue for us, and we're going to be conducting or implementing the code of conduct to guide our young army, so that they can protect them and provide a way of behavior, basically, the way to act with the relationship between them and their governors, between them and fellow soldiers, and between them and the government. So it's very, very important, because this is a learning process. This has never been done before. It was not done before, so even last year. This is all new. And I'm sure it's going to take some time for them to get reoriented, and we're doing that. So please just bear with us. All these things will stop. We are focused. We have to focus and aim at the net to make sure we score this goal very, very soon. Thank you all, Biafrans. We're going home. God bless.
Thank you so much, the Honorable Defense Secretary. Again, Biafrans, this will bring us to the end of this event today on this Zoom meeting. We will be conducting these kind of meetings every now and then as time permits us. As you all can see, the secretaries are very, very busy behind the scene. I am very, very busy, but I will always make our time to address us as time permits. Again, Biafra is for all of us. We are already a nation. Anybody telling you that we are not United States of Biafra, maybe they have a different name. Let the person know that the Prime Minister has already restructured bringing into the United States of Biafra. I want Biafrans to know there is enough position for everyone. We have thousands of positions to be filled in Biafra land. And it is those of us that are now participating, putting in our time, our energy, our money, are going to be the ones that already know the footprint that the government is following. It will be difficult to just bring somebody that does not know about this struggle, that have not been following this Biafra, and tell them, okay, you start heading this part of Biafra. It's going to be difficult. We're going to encourage and allow everyone, but I let you know that everyone that has been participating in this restoration, there is a beautiful place for you in Biafra land. So let us work together and go home. Do not let the Nigerian terrorist state use fellow Biafrans to disrupt what we are doing. Whatever they post online, whatever they say about us, whatever they do about us, let us keep ignoring them. They already paid to do what they are doing. Even if you call them and say, this thing you say about me, I don't like, they will apologize. But the next minute, the next day, they will do exactly the same thing again because they already paid to achieve that purpose by following you, coming near you. And I keep telling people, one proverb, before the river or the ocean will swallow you or drown you, you must have gone near the ocean. Do not go near the ocean. Recognize them. When you see them, stay away from them. They are very, very good at calling people privately behind the scenes. Stop taking their calls. They don't mean well. They're only looking for avenues to stay in touch with you, know what you're doing, and find a way to manipulate you into believing what the Nigerian terrorist state is trying to use them to do. On that note, I thank Biafrans. Thank you so much for what you do. Continue to donate. Those of you that are scared to donate publicly, call me and I'll give you the accounts to put in the money. The United States of Biafra have been recognized by the DOJ. The DOJ knows that we are a foreign nation. We are registered by the Department of Justice as a foreign nation. And at that, we have the right to raise money. We have the right to sponsor our homeland. We have the right to continue to raise money to support what the nation is doing. Do not be afraid of anybody. Do not let them scare you. Do not let them coerce you. Do not let them put that fear in you. We cannot continue to be afraid of Nigerian state or the terrorist state of Nigeria. When you continue to be afraid of them, that is when they will continue to intimidate you. Publish your name as a terrorist financier or all that nonsense they publish with our names. Do not let them intimidate you. We will continue to raise money. I thank all the public donors. I thank all the private donors. I thank all Biafrans that have listened. And I thank you all. I encourage you to step up and let us finish this game. Nobody will do that for us, including United Nations, African Union, nobody. It is what we do in our land that will make us free. Thank you all and God bless you all. Have a good evening.